he ain't nothing else. Tonight ain't the night, knowing the price. Pay it off with my life, till it's out with your lights. Do it all for the Christ, and he ain't playing nice. Knew the end from the start. Fix your face like it's art. The sons of a simp, call him Bart. Yeah, you did your best, played your part. But now it's time to cut you to the heart. Flex on occasion. It's the strangest of the salvation. You see it, believe it, amazing. Them chariots coming invasion since the creation. War, mine, Lord, bless the general. Greatest nation, eat them unequivocal. Bombs dropping, buddy, cause it's biblical. Start shit, now it's time to finish. Whoa. Said he won't vote, we looking for smoke. So, we give him some more. We want the world, we breaking them down. Taking the kingdom, can't wait for the crown. We want the world, we breaking them down. Taking the kingdom, can't wait for the crown. It's the end of the world. And the beginning of ours. It's the end of the world. And the beginning of ours. It's the end of the world. And the beginning of ours. We want the world, we breaking them down. Taking the kingdom, can't wait for the crown. It's the end of the world.
I can't wait for our kingdom to start and for there to be finished. Get rid of all of their idols and lying religions. Look for the crown like an Edris. Hey, this that crown talk. Wisdom of Solomon 5 talk. This that second Edris 6 and 9. We want eyes talk. It's your time to end. And my time begin. It's our time to win. Away with the sin. You know what it is. Rejoice with my kin. See that is why we repented. Go to streets, I can see myself in it. The city is bright, the kingdom of light. A wonderful sight past the angels, the inner light. I need 1,000 years of labor. Sit on my throne with my savior. Try to know wine, press alone. He bring pain like major. You think the nations is equal to us? T.K. Kirkland, who raised you? Flex on occasion, my God a racist. That's why we moving with patience. It's been a long time coming. I spent my whole life running. Now that I'm 10 toes down and established my faith on 100. Woe to the nations, my king will race them. You know they gotta be punished. Jeremiah 25. Yeah, you know they gon' fry. Whoa. Said he won't vote, we looking for smoke. So, we give him some more. We want the world, we breaking them down. Taking the kingdom, can't wait for the crown. We want the world, we breaking them down. Taking the kingdom, can't wait for the crown. It's the end of the world. And the beginning of ours. It's the end of the world. And the beginning of ours. It's the end of the world. And the beginning of ours. We want the world, we breaking them down. Taking the kingdom, can't wait for the crown. It's the end of the world.
Yeah.
Check.
1, 2.
Yeah.
Shalom,
Check,
shalom, shalom,
check,
family.
check.
Most High Christ bless y'all. Yes, hey, come on, we got a live audience. Where y'all clapping at? Come on. Oh, this is crazy.
Don't spare.
All right,
Ain't
finally.
don't need no artificial clap tonight.
Finally, we got a live audience, y'all. They finally came. You know why? Because we offered them food.
Yeah.
We offered food. But all praises, shalom, y'all. You know, we in the midst of the feast, the feast of sweet bread. The feast of unleavened bread. We in that Passover week. So all praises. So we're gonna reintroduce ourselves. We the Nehemiah squad. I am Captain Zaccai.
Hey, it's Officer Shim.
Yes, sir, Officer Judah.
All right, all praises. So throw up that thumbnail, y'all. Got a good show for y'all tonight. All right. This one is called Nightmare in Labor. All right. A court orders a C-section on a black doula. All right. And our guest tonight is Brianna Bennett. But before we bring her on, all right, because she's going to talk about her case, what she's going through right now. She was forced to do a C-section. If y'all probably thought that something like that wasn't even possible, right? So what we're going to do, we're going to show a little bit of a video from a sister that this happened to after Brianna case, right? So Brianna Bennett, this happened to her first. Then this next situation happened, right? But more video footage was caught of this. So we want to show y'all exactly what went on with Brianna. We're going to show you a clip of Brianna also before we bring her on, and she's going to discuss the case. But right now we want to show y'all what actually takes place inside of, you can't make this up, inside a delivery room, okay, when they want to force a C-section on you, all right? Now, play video number 3, y'all.
It's a real judge, you know?
Yes.
My name is Michael Khalil. I'm a circuit court judge here in Jacksonville, Florida. The state of Florida has filed
Hit pause, y'all. Hit pause for a second. Now, what you're looking at, right? This is a real judge. Okay, they have wheeled in a TV into the room with her, into the delivery room with the judge and I guess some attorneys and maybe the district attorney. I don't know who the hell that is in the room. Or you see all these pictures, all these different Zoom pictures in there. And the sister Sharice Doily, she's sitting there about to give birth, all right? But she wants a natural birth. The doctors are saying, no, you need to get a C-section. She said, I don't want that, right? I want to try natural this time. She had 3 C-section births previous to this one, right? So now the hospital went and called the authorities. You understand what I'm saying? I never even knew something like this was possible.
Me neither.
All right? And they rolled the judge and his people into the room. All right? Hit play.
Petition for declaratory judgment. They're asking for an emergency C-section be granted by the court.
I have not had a chance to be able to consult with my own legal representation, and I'm trying to understand how you are taking my rights away as a patient to be able to decide my own care, to give me an emergency C-section against my will.
Well, let me ask you about that. What about the risks to the child?
Anytime you go into childbirth, whether you do a vaginal or a C-section, there's inherent risk to the mother and the baby. I have other children out here in the world that need me. If I die from a C-section, nobody on this call is going to take care of my children.
Right.
You have a
Hit
new
pause.
doctor coming.
Hit pause. What I want y'all to see is how cognitive she is, right? She clearly sounds like she's in her right mind.
Right.
Right? She's speaking intelligently, right? So anybody who's watching or listening to this is already knowing, okay, she know what the hell she talking about. You know what I mean? She said, regardless of C-section or natural birth, this is, there's inherent dangers with it. She used the word inherent, bruh. I know she's good.
Yeah.
I know she's clear-minded at this point, right? Go ahead, hit play.
Coming on. I don't know.
Yeah, no, they don't have nobody African-American that they can give me.
Let me ask you. I don't know that. Then I don't find that race really has.
Yeah, good. I'm glad he paused. Hit pause. Yeah, because he's about to lie. That's why she said, is nobody African-American around here? Yeah, because she already knows what it is, because that's exactly what it is, right? And he knows that's what it is, but he couldn't even get the words out of his mouth. Because if he really felt that way, he would have been like, listen, lady, this don't have nothing to do with race. This got something to do with the health of your child and whatever. He didn't say that. He started stuttering. Hit play.
Much to do with this, ma'am.
It does have much to do with it because historically, Black people do better when they have healthcare providers that
Wow.
look like them. It's nobody Black in here.
Wow.
I'm so tired of this. I'm over this whole situation. Like, y'all are gonna make me have level 3 tracing. How bad y'all stressing me out?
Ms. Doyle, that's what's going to be entered. I'm going to circulate this order, this proposed order to the other attorneys. Enter this in today, not requiring anything except for an emergency basis.
Thank you so much, Your Honor.
Yes, ma'am.
I appreciate you spending 2 hours
Made him eat his words.
on a Sunday going through my medical history and fighting for my vagina. And my baby.
Yo. All right, y'all. Y'all can drop that, right? She said, thank you, Your Honor, because he said, all right, so I'm going to enter it into the books that you don't need to do anything unless it becomes a medical emergency. Yeah. So she said, yeah, thanks for looking over my paperwork on this fine Sunday and looking over and saving my vagina. She's crazy. That was funny as hell, right? So now I want to show y'all this. Bring up number 13, okay? Because now you're going to see a video of our guest, all right, Brianna Bennett. You're about to see this. It's not as long of a video, and we don't have that same perspective, but now because you've seen that one, you know exactly what she was going through, all right? And that one we just saw a little snippet. That actually lasted a couple of hours, okay? So play that number 13.
Go ahead, Ms. Smith. What do you want to say?
Okay, so yes, I am 41 weeks pregnant currently. The reason for C-section is not an emergency. All of the doctors from family practice have shared with me what my risks are for choosing to do a VBAC after 3 C-sections, which I requested TOLAC, which is a trial of labor after having C-sections.
This was filmed by her 13-year-old daughter inside the delivery room. Her name is Brianna Bennett. Over 20 people, doctors, lawyers, a judge, crowding her room while she's in labor. And she's explaining clearly why another C-section could harm her. She knows her body, she knows the risks, and still they keep her there for 2 hours, surrounded, outnumbered.
Right.
This is obstetric violence. And in that room, her no wasn't enough.
Right. Y'all can drop that, right? But that's important to see. And again, just like The other sister, Sharice, you could hear that Sister Brianna was in her right mind, speaking cognitively, intelligently, right? And they had a surrounded. And I think eventually they wound up. But listen, you know what? Let's get Brianna in here, let her tell a story. I just wanted to fill y'all and get y'all up to speed. Sister Brianna, where you at? There she goes.
Hey.
Hey, how you doing, sis? Shalom, can you hear us?
Hey everybody,
Shalom, how you doing?
Thank y'all for having me. I'm doing well, thank you. How are you?
I'm good. So, sis, hey, can you adjust your you can't. All right, there you go. Just want to make sure we can see you. All right, excellent. So, sis, it's good to meet you. This what you going through now is something that we didn't even think something like this was possible. I mean, all of us are parents. You know, we all got like 5+ children. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I got 5 kids, and I'm the baby around here. You know what I'm saying? These guys got like 11 kids each. You know what I'm saying? So they've been through it a lot. You know, but something like this was so crazy when it was brought to our attention. I said, there's no way. Literally, the court was brought to you. Talk to us. Tell us about how that day progressed and everything. Just give it to us.
Yeah, so this happened back in 2023. So I was able to heal through my 3rd year anniversary on March 30th is when the court case happened.
Okay.
So it started with the just a little flashback is I had 3 prior C-sections. You already talked the audience about that, gave them a little history. And I knew that what cesareans do to not just women in general, but Black women. Mm-hmm. And I knew my history and I knew what I experienced with the previous C-sections. I didn't want to do that. And all of the previous ones were based on the white man's calendar. Oh, I'm going on a trip to Europe, so let's go ahead and induce you. Or let's go and do this, schedule the C-section because I have to go to Barbados or whatever the case 100%. May be.
I'm sorry,
but my body is
no, I'm sorry. I don't want you to forget what you're about to say. That's very important what you just said. What month was that you were in labor?
March.
Okay. Because what you said was perfect, and I don't think a lot of people understand that these doctors, they do schedule the inducing your pregnancy, right? Inducing the birth. They schedule that around their schedules. Yeah. So that's how come you check. They said the highest percentage of C-sections happens around the time of Christmas, Thanksgiving and Christmas. That's why I asked, but obviously there's more because I think most children are born between July and August or something to that effect. But the percentage is very high. So that I'm glad you brought that out. But go ahead, sis. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no worries. So basically, I just knew that I wasn't going to experience that out. My children's birthday is not going to be based solely off your calendar and what you and your family are going to do. Because after this procedure is done, I have to deal with the results of what you want to inflict on me. Right. So long story short, I presented, this was the first baby that I did all of my research. I got myself prepared physically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, because just as Sharice said, that's my survivor sister. I have 3 other children that are already here. And so when I consider what I want done to my body, it's not just taking into effect what I want, it's what my family needs. My children need a mother, and I'm their mother. And what I want is to have a shorter recovery period. And I want to be able to take care of my kids. I want to be able to get up and move around, not someone coming in to care for me when I'm a well and able body.
Right.
So this was the first baby that I ever went into labor with. I mean, I did my research. I looked at the statistics on how Black women in America are 5 times more likely to die from preventable causes in childbirth and in labor and postpartum. So these are things that they can prevent, and that it has happened to us time and time again. History continues to repeat itself. Mm-hmm. And I didn't want that for myself. So this baby, I went into labor on March 29th, a little bit after midnight. This was the first baby I ever went into labor with. My water broke naturally, nothing, no induction, nobody helped me, anything. And so my mom has been programmed with the thoughts that, if the doctor says it, then you have to do whatever the doctor says, because they know it. They've been to school and they know. And I'm like, Mom, not everything that glitters is gold.
Right.
And not everything that the white man tell you is what is 100% facts.
Yeah.
I said, I've studied this stuff for years and I've looked at the statistics and I see what it is. And so I'm not willing to just go off these scare tactics. They tried to scare me with baby number 2, saying, oh, we'll tear his nerves from his neck and he'll have a ruptured shoulder and just all kind of crazy stuff they tell you.
Right.
So I presented out of the fear of my mom. I went against my better judgment and went presented to the hospital. Let me pause. I'm sorry. I was already kicked out of a practice because I did not schedule on the doctor's clock. He wanted me to schedule for a cesarean at 37 weeks. None of my prior babies had been born earlier than 40 weeks.
Right.
So I asked him, when you challenge him, I said, well, why do we have to schedule it this early if we are going to do a C-section? Why do we have to schedule it at 37 weeks when all of my previous babies were born at 40 plus weeks?
Right.
And he said, oh, well, we just don't want you to go into labor on your own. And I was like, but I've already made it clear that I want a cesarean. So I was thinking that we were all on the same sheet of music until we got to 9 months.
Right.
So he said, well, if you're wanting a vaginal birth, then you're going to have to find another doctor. And I said, well, so be it.
Right.
So he discharged me. So I was going to this hospital that ordered the court C-section merely to check on my baby, merely for them to put the baby on the monitor, make sure the baby's heart rate was fine, make sure my blood pressure was okay, check my weight, the regular stuff that they do at the doctors. So when I presented to the hospital after my water broke, they put me on the monitors. They checked to make sure that it truly was my water that broke. And they admitted me. I began to labor. Even in triage, every person that entered my triage room, well, we see that you had previous cesareans, and do you not just want to schedule a C-section? So every person, doctor, nurse, tech, midwife, whoever presented to the room, everybody's on the same sheet and they want to ask me the same question. Right. And I asked finally, and I said, you know what? I want to labor in peace. I don't want to be bullied. I don't want to be coerced. I said, this is my body's time to do what it is designed to do. And I'm not going to keep repeating myself. I'm not crazy. And I know that y'all understand English in here. Right. So I want to labor. And I do not want to continue to answer the same question. We're going to have this baby vaginally, unless my only drawback was if I or the baby start showing signs of distress, then we're going to the operating room and we're going to get this baby out as soon as we need to get it out. Right. But until we get to that point, we're going to continue laboring naturally. Right. So the next morning rolls around. The doctor came on. Presented to my room. A midwife the night before said, well, you may need to think of a game plan for when the doctor comes on in the morning, because he's going to want to know how long you plan to labor on your own. And if you're not going to want to schedule the C-section, he's going to be here doing C-sections in the morning. He has a couple already scheduled. And would you like to go ahead and get on the schedule? And my answer again was no. And I said, and once he comes in the morning, I'll tell him the same thing. If I haven't made any progress, we'll continue to labor until either me or my baby starts showing signs of distress. So true to her word, he came in and he said, well, I've taken care of about 2 C-sections, and today is a great day to have a C-section. Well, would you like to go ahead and schedule a C-section? And I said, absolutely not. And so he said, well, I'm going to go do a couple more C-sections. And then when I come back, and if you haven't shown any progress, or if you're not ready to push or something of that nature, then we'll explore our other options at that point. I said, okay. So a couple hours later, about 12, because the first visit was about 8:30-ish. Right. And he came back about 12:30-ish. And he came into the room and he said, okay, so have you thought about it? I said, no, I haven't. My answer still remains. I still want to continue to labor. And I said, and furthermore, I would like to get out of this bed. I agreed to continuous fetal monitoring But it looks as if my labor is starting to stall. And so if my labor is slowing down, it's because I'm laying on my back, and that's not the way my body is designed to labor.
Yeah.
I want to get up out of this bed and I want to walk.
Right. You got to walk around and get things flowing. That's what everybody does. That's the old, from back in the days, everybody does that.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yep.
So everyone that when I was mentioning that every nurse, every doctor that came in were on the same sheet of music, their scare tactic was, because I had 3 prior C-sections, that I had a risk of uterine rupture. And for you all who don't know what a uterine rupture is, it's basically where your uterus splits open, whether it's completely ripped open or if it just has a tear in it. It's possible to happen for even women who have never had any abdominal surgery, or for women who has never had, who's never been pregnant at all. So, but with my prior research, and I saw what the American College of Obstetricians and Gynecologists have already, they study this stuff. They put this in statistical like statements, like they study this. And so who are you to come try to fear me, to scare me with something? The probability of my uterus rupturing at that point with 3 prior C-sections was less than 2% chance of happening.
Right. Right.
So you mean to tell me I'm going to be scared of 98% chance of it not ever happening because you want to make $10,000 off my body?
That's the point.
Yeah.
That's the point. Sis, we're gonna put something. Hold your thought. Don't forget what you're about to say. Right. I want to put something up on the screen because I want people to see this. Right. There's something that they have that's called a VBAC, which is that I think is vaginal birth after cesarean. Right. So they have a calculator. Right. Hey, hold on. Let me. I'm just talking about it. Bring up number 6. Just click on number 6. Right. And they use this to figure out what's the probability of a successful vaginal birth after you've had a C-section. But the calculator is biased from the start. They already programmed it racially. You can't make this stuff up, y'all. You cannot make it up. Hey, bring that thing up, y'all. Y'all got it? Just want to show that real quick before the okay. Just read that real quick.
A VBAC success calculator is a statistical tool, primarily the maternal fetal medicine units network, MFMU, algorithm used to estimate the percentage probability of a successful vaginal birth after cesarean, VBAC, for women attempting a trial of labor.
Right. So scroll down. Right. Scroll down a little bit.
So they programmed the AI to lie.
Right. Watch this. So
wow.
Hold on. Scroll down. Right. So this is how it's measured. But I want you to see updated version. Look what it says.
Updated versions. Earlier versions were criticized for incorporating race/ethnicity, which lowered success scores for Black and Hispanic individuals.
Why would you think they wanted to do that? So they can do more on the Black and Hispanic population. Right. That's what they want to do. So within our areas of where we live, the C-section rate is like close to almost 50%.
Yeah.
Whereas in the white neighborhoods, it's like 15. Right? We're going to show that a little later. But sis, I just wanted to show that, to show the people that that's why they were stressing so much for the C-section thing, because they're using this. And they're trying to use this as a real barometer. But you can drop that. Let's go back to Brianna.
Absolutely. I appreciate you for sharing that, because actually I have another video posted, y'all. If y'all want to check it out on my page, I've been sharing just a little bit here and there, you know, to bring more awareness that this can happen.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't think that this was a thing. I was totally taken aback from when this happened to me. But every fact that when you see that I'm laying on that hospital bed, right, I have the court document in my hand, and I'm going line for line, every lie that they said on that paper. I'm dispelling every myth. Right. I'm debunking everything that they've said. That calculator that you just posted, it also takes into account that obese women, people who are plus size or bigger or larger, that they do not also they have lower chances for success in that. And I told them, I said, ACOG doesn't say that.
Right.
So you are telling me as an OBGYN that because I am big or larger than my white counterpart over here, that I cannot have a vaginal birth? How many black plus size women have had vaginal births?
Yeah,
That's a lie.
makes sense. Yeah, that's complete garbage.
Yeah.
So, going forward, so when the provider came back from after the second rounds of C-sections that he was just passing out like they were candy that morning, he decided to ask, he said, well, how long do you expect to continue to allow this to go on? And I said, well, however long my body takes to bring my baby earthside. So whatever we need to do to get this baby out of my vaginal canal, that's how long we're going to take, and that's how long we're going to allow my body to, unless either one of us start showing signs of distress. So he stepped out of the room. He came back in. He said, well, we're going to do the C-section and we're going to do it now. And I said, we're not doing a doggone thing. You're not doing anything to my body that I do not consent to. And
Right.
I'm telling you that I do not consent to you doing a cesarean on my body. So you could tell like the rest of the color left out of his face. He left out of my room. He came back in. He said, well, I'm going to call in the mental health team and have you evaluated because maybe you just must be out of your mind.
Wow.
I said, well, I said,
Right.
I said, it's quite ironic that I was well competent all of these other 2 visits that you made with me.
Right.
I was in my right mind. I didn't have any issues. But now all of a sudden that I'm not going with what you want me to do, I'm mentally incompetent. Okay, I said, well, call in whoever you want to call in. Call the team in. I consent to that. So he stepped out, took him about 30 minutes, come back in, no team. He said, well, we're going to call the court and we're going to get this court order C-section. Again, I told him, well, you call whoever you want to, because I'm thinking that this is just a scare tactic, because one thing after the next, I'm just like, oh, well, he's lied so many times now already, so he can't be telling the truth.
Right.
Well, to my little surprise, after the shift changed, I'm laying on my side there checking my baby's heart rate, and in comes 20 white people that I have never seen in my life. And I'm talking about security. Now, remind you, I am in labor, like real labor.
So these is actual. This ain't even no Zoom. This is the actual people in your room.
So on that video, you'll see the Zoom call is there.
Okay, the Zoom call. Oh, got it. Okay.
That's the judge, judge, the state attorney, the one of the doctors from the practice that was taking care of me.
Right.
And it was like 2 other lawyers or hospital representatives on that call, but most of the people were physically in the room.
Damn.
So, the lady, one of the attorneys that represent the hospital, is the one who brought and you can kind of see a little glimpse of her in that video. She has on the black suit, the white woman that's holding her hand on the little iPad. And then they proceed. They gave me a sheet of paper. They were like, well, this is, we're going to court. You may want to prop yourself up or prepare for this court proceeding. And I was like, court? Are you serious?
Like,
and so the video.
That's crazy. No, I'm sorry. They said get yourself together, like you're supposed to jump up, throw some makeup on.
And I'm just supposed to stop
dressed,
labor, cut my reproductive system off and just turn it off. Yeah, so they presented the paper, and the video was recorded by my 13-year-old at the time, my daughter. And can you imagine the agony? All of my children were present. My mom was present. Wow. My children were present. And they just one lie after the next. And unlike Sharice, although they agreed to allow her to continue to labor, the judge and the state attorney both said that I even asked at one point in the proceeding, I said, and I talked to my doula, I said, I don't know who to talk to. I don't know who to call. They said the only way that I would be able to continue to labor is if I had someone to stay the order. And I said, well, I don't even have a lawyer present while I'm talking to y'all. And I should have a right to an attorney or something before y'all even take me into this. And we've been in this court proceeding for over 2 hours and nobody has given me any representation. Well, we cannot give you legal advice over this call. Oh, but you can take me to court while I'm in labor.
Right.
So my doula at one point, she was like, I'll get you up. She was a Black woman. She said, I'll get you up and I'll put you in the car and I'll take you. And they said, no, no, no. We think that she's well beyond AMA. So I couldn't even leave. So that's false imprisonment, that they also would not even allow me to leave against my wishes if I wanted to leave. So it was just truly, you all titled it the best nightmare in labor. It was truly a nightmare.
Man. So I mean, wow, this is crazy. So from here now, after that happened, they did the C-section, right? You stayed there a day or two. I don't know how long they kept, because I know they kick people out like after a day or so, right? You went home. So now, what happened? Did you now say, I'm gonna bring some kind of legal action against them, or did somebody reach out to you? How did that happen?
Absolutely. So it wasn't right away. I suffered from postpartum depression, like really bad. You can only imagine going from that type of thing. Labor and delivery is a nightmare all in itself. But actually going through a court hearing while you're in labor, that's a whole nother coat of a different color.
That's right.
But it was maybe a month later that I reached out to some advocates in New York to help me navigate through this. And Sharice and I were connected through this, through the case. Of course, it was after she had experienced what she experienced. So we met in January, and we were thinking that we were doing the right thing, reaching out to these advocates, helping us to maneuver through this. And we were thinking that we were going through litigation to sue the doctors, sue the hospital, sue the nurses. I told them I wanted to sue their ancestors, dig them up and sue them too. So,
right, get everybody.
Yes, the children too. Take the money out of their will and everything. I want everything. I want them to feel what it's like to have to experience something like that. That's not something that you just hear about on a day-to-day. And it has happened before. And not as regular to other women of, that's not Black. It has happened to a white woman at the same hospital that I was. And then it happened to another Black lady in New York. So
yes. And I think she sued as well. I think she sued as well.
But she tried and they couldn't. So that's what we've been working on. We did get the human rights and civil rights complaint. It has been submitted. But the route that we've been trying to take, it's been a nightmare. So now we have partnered with a sister in South Florida who she said, listen, I don't know what the team that you have right now, but let's make a call with them. They've been dragging their feet. And at one point they seemed like they were being helpful. But once this sister reviewed our stuff and reviewed our case, she was like, this could have been done so long ago. So we're now exploring other avenues to, do litigation for this case. I'm running out of time. Sharice still has time. We have 3 years.
Really?
But they can do a 4th year if, like, on the grounds of I wasn't aware that this was a crime because a judge made me do it. So I wasn't sure that I could, do litigation for this.
Right.
So on causes like that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? You said something before about history repeating itself, right? So from we talking about since slavery, this has been going on, right? I want to show you something. Go to bring up number 1, y'all. I don't even think I numbered it, but it's the first book, Medical Apartheid. Just bring that up. Bring up the cover, and then we're gonna read that page. All right. This is for the audience and for you as well, sis. Right, so you can see, because you made a statement that history repeats itself over and over again, and they just change up the ways that they're handling things, right? Because they're not able to do exactly what they did before.
Yep.
So now they got to use different means,
Yep. They change up the names too. Put different names on it. That's right.
That's right. Y'all got that? All right.
Medical Apartheid: The Dark History of Medical Experimentation on Black Americans from Colonial Times to the Present.
To the present.
Right. So read that part that's highlighted.
For Black women, forced experimentation.
Right above that.
Up one, right there.
Whatever his ethical sins, Sim's surgically exploitation of enslaved blacks was consonant with the medical practice of his time.
Right. So when it says that it was consonant, meaning it was the standard, right? That was what everybody did, right? So this guy Sims, who was a so-called doctor, he had his own slaves, and dealt with other enslaved blacks. Go ahead.
For black women, forced experimentation was the standard of care. A. Donaldson, Louisiana surgeon named Dr. Frances Marie Prevost used enslaved black women to perfect cesarean sections.
Right. So you see that right here during slave times, right? This is where they perfected. They make sure to say that perfected cesarean sections. All right. Go ahead.
Performing 4 such deliveries on them between 1822 and 1831.
Right. So between 1822 and 1830, right, they were experimenting on our people only.
Right.
Right. To so-called perfect it. So that means that before 1822, nobody was being born, I guess. They needed C-sections for people to be. Come on. This is the reality of this nut job that we got over the medical care system. This is a demon. Go ahead, read.
In 1830, he performed his first successful cesarean on a woman. Prevost described as a fat-colored primipara, a woman giving birth for the first time with a contracted pelvis.
Right. So he tried to give it a title as if something was wrong with the woman, right? He said something about her pelvis was contracted and all that. She was fat colored and all. He's trying to write it in a way to make it look like I had to go get the baby.
Right.
Right. But the point is, this is how they did us. Total experimentation. Now it's to the point of, okay, like you said, like you brought out, sis, now it's about the money, right? 10 to 15 G's on top of whatever the cost is to give birth. Now they got extra money. Now they can do okay, I got to go on vacation. Man, if that woman has the baby while I'm on vacation, I ain't going to get that baby money. So let me schedule it while I'm around. Then when Christmas come, I got to go on my Christmas vacation. I got to make sure they have it on the 19th. All of this is going on.
Yeah.
To the point the way they tell you that you have very few people born on December 25th and like January the 1st. Right, which people call Christmas and New Year. They literally have very few births around that time because of these practices here. You know, this is crazy.
Look, hey, check this. In that, it says delivers on them between 1822 and 1831.
Right.
In 1830, he performed his first successful one.
Hey, I'm glad you brought that up.
Wow,
that's beautiful right there.
Does that mean that mean everybody else died?
Of course. Hey. It was killing.
And might I add?
Go ahead, please.
Add to that?
Please.
It wasn't even. They're talking about, and he's named the father of gynecology and obstetrics.
Right.
And those surgeries, I don't know if it outlines that in that article, but those women did not have anesthesia.
Oh no, not at all.
They were cutting them without no pain meds, no nothing.
No, none at all. Even to this day, they would say that the so-called African American woman has a higher threshold of pain.
That's right.
Right? Than the white woman. Right? That's how
I was gonna bring that up earlier. You are so informed, my brother. I am so proud of y'all.
Yeah. Hey. Yes. And this is the guy. This is the evil, sinister demon.
Look at this
right
dude.
here.
Look
Sims.
at him.
Yeah. Yeah, they got him sit up, and he's probably in all kind of medical schools and everything. They probably got him in all the obstetrics clinics and everything. Like he's the guy. This is a damn demon.
A demon. What I like, that my sister, she pinpointing who these people is, man. I love it.
Yeah,
I love that you use the white man so wonderfully.
Yeah,
give me Ecclesiasticus 12 and 10.
Right.
I love that you say that you can't. I want to go back to what you said earlier. You can't believe everything that come out of this white man's mouth.
Mm-hmm.
You can't. Watch this. Read that.
Ecclesiasticus chapter 12 and verse 10.
Come on. Hold on 1 second. Make sure y'all put that up on the screen. Make sure y'all got it up so she can read it. All right, y'all got it?
Come on.
All right, go ahead.
Ecclesiasticus chapter 12 and verse 10.
Watch this, sis.
Never trust thine enemy.
Wait. What the Lord say?
Never trust thine enemy.
God said, do not trust these people. These are the same people that, like we just read, they experimented our women to perfect this.
Right.
So everybody died for 9 years or for 8 years, and the first successful one was in 1830.
Right.
Go ahead.
So for like as iron rusted,
Because just like if you put iron in some rain and let it and the rain hit it a couple days, that iron gonna rust. Go ahead.
so is his wickedness.
So shall this people. No matter how much they say that they care, no matter how much they say that they're trying to help you, only thing they put presenting that to you for is to line their pockets. So just like that iron go rust, so will they. Go ahead.
Though he humbleth himself
Though he act like he's for you
and go crouching,
and go crouching down, make humbling himself. Come on.
yet take good heed.
It said take good heed to this person. Look at everything that his ancestors did. Look at everything that they doing in today's time. Look at all of the genocide they committing and just putting another name on it. Look at all the Planned Parenthoods they put in our neighborhoods.
Right.
Look at all of the liquor stores they put in our neighborhoods. Look at all of the drugs and guns that they drop off in our neighborhoods. You got to take all this stuff into consideration, because why? The Bible said that that's your enemy. Go ahead.
And beware of him.
And beware of that person. Come on.
And thou shalt be unto him as if thou hadst wiped a looking glass.
Go ahead.
And thou shalt know that his rust have not altogether been wiped away.
If you look at what's going on and you look at the history, you'll be able to tell this person is the same person. It's the same man. These are the children of the man that did it.
Right.
They all, like you said earlier, I want everything. I want it out the bank account of the kids. That was beautiful.
Yeah, because God said that too. He said the same thing. That's why I was laughing.
Yeah. Read that. Keep going.
Set him not by thee.
He said, don't set them by you.
Lest when he have overthrown thee.
Wait, what is the solution?
When he have overthrown thee.
Set him not by you. Read that again. What's the solution?
Set him not by thee.
Say, don't get too involved with this, man. Don't get too involved with this race. Come on.
Lest when he have overthrown thee, he stand up in thy place.
He stand up and take your place. He stand up and take all of the credit for everything that you did. That ain't all right. The Bible talks about these type of people. It's talking about that exact man that you talking about right now.
Yeah, that's literally
white man, white guy.
Yeah,
red man,
red man.
Yeah,
and since I know we can't keep you that long. Our sister's out on the East Coast, so we can't keep her that long. But I want to hear the end, like where you at a little bit right now, where you're gonna go with it. But I want to show you one more thing. Go to that next book. This one is called Medical Bondage, right? And I want to make sure you see this because you got a lot of good knowledge. I see you already knew. You knew about that animal. Yeah. But bring this up right here, y'all.
He's a filthy animal,
right? All right, go ahead, read that thing.
Medical bondage, race, gender, and the origins of American gynecology.
Go ahead. Just read the highlighted section.
Most pioneering surgeries, such as ovarectomies, the removal of deceased ovaries, and cesarean section surgeries that occurred in American gynecological history happened during interactions between white Southern doctors and their black slave patients.
Right. So basically all they were doing was Frankenstein type operations.
That's it.
That's all they was doing. Right? They calling themselves doctors. We don't even know if they was doctors.
No, they wasn't doctors.
They probably was just some barbers.
No, they wasn't doctors at all, Cap. They were serial killers.
Yeah, for real.
That's what they was.
Yeah. Bring the next page. Go ahead.
The antebellum era saw significant advances in gynecological research, as gynecological surgeons first performed abdominal surgeries that removed diseased ovaries, delivered babies via cesarean sections.
And the reason they this is highlighted because it says the antebellum era, right? This is the time of slavery, just so y'all know. This is when it says that research, they had advances. Why? Because they had all of these guinea pigs they could work on.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it was. So we could drop that. Let's go back to our sis. All right. So sis, so I know you have the new attorney that came in and got on board. And so what are y'all planning now? Y'all just moving forward with her and hoping that something sticks, or y'all have some other plans?
we're taking several avenues at this moment. Where both of us are absolutely, we're for our Black people. We're advocating for Black women. She was already doing her own thing as a doula. She's actually the one that's the doula.
Right.
I was the nurse student.
Okay.
So
Okay.
she was making sure she reached out to, especially like low income Black women, people who are on Medicaid, because they get classed out so often. And so we're basically just advocating. We've been circulating our petition to stop these kind of laws from being, relevant in today's society. And what we've realized is the consensus right now is that the people that we originally had, they've been fighting with cotton balls, but that's what you can expect from the white man. And so
Right. I'm sorry, sis. We can't see you no more. Something happened with your camera?
Yes, so I was connecting my charger.
Okay. All right, no problem. Go ahead, sis.
Let me see if I can turn it back on.
Oh, there you
Can
go.
you see me?
Yep. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
It's not a good view, but
yeah.
So I was basically, we're advocating, we're signing the petitions to try to get these laws changed. We are working with this new attorney, a sister down in South Florida. Also with the lady from the West Side. She heard about the story and she was like, listen, I'm not barred in Florida, but I'm willing to help y'all fight. I want to help this lady in South Florida. Whatever y'all need me to do, I'm willing to do it. So we're just getting these teams and we're taking donations as they come to help because, getting legal representation is not cheap. But all in all, we're just trying to get the word out, making sure that people are informed. And it's so sad the life that we have to live. And what we realized in this is not enough to have just people who are informed, because we were both informed, informed.
Right.
It's not enough to just have doulas present anymore, because the doula Black too.
Right.
So what two Black people gonna do in the office when a goon full of white people?
Hey, so it looked like the doula got to get a law degree. The doula got to be a lawyer.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And I said, we even went as far as saying, since we want to play the white game, maybe we need to get some white people signed up to be white men to be doulas. Now, I don't know.
No.
Remember, set them not by thee.
No. Yeah, no.
It was a joke. It was a joke. Because they won't listen to us. How else do we? And so what we also realized, we can't keep fighting this. Like Sharice made a mention. She was like, they were getting permits to do strikes and march and all of that. I was like, do you think our ancestors was doing that? Do you think the people that came before us were getting permits? We're wrecking up stuff. We don't want no peace because we don't have peace. So you don't get none either.
Right. All praises. That's a beautiful thing.
Good stuff there.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Yeah, that's wonderful stuff. You know what I mean? I'm gonna read something to you, sis, because we just had Passover this week, right? And this was based on the time when Moses was carrying the children of Israel out of Egypt, right? And before that, right before all that happened, the nation of Egypt said something about our people, right? And I want to read this to you and see if this is not exactly what's happening today. When we look in the scriptures, spiritual Egypt is here in America.
That's right.
Right? The Bible talks about America as spiritual Egypt and Babylon, spiritual Babylon, right? So I want to read something to you in the book of Exodus chapter 1, and let's start in verse 17.
Exodus chapter 1 and verse 17.
15.
15. Verse 15. And the king of Egypt spake to the Hebrew midwives, of which the name of the one was Shiphrah, and the name of the other Puah.
Right. So the king of Egypt went to go speak with these midwives, right? To go talk with them. Go ahead.
And he said, when ye do the office of a midwife to the Hebrew women, and see them upon the stools, if it be a son, then ye shall kill him. But if it be a daughter, then she shall live.
Right. So they wanted to kill all the male children off because that's where the seed comes with, right? And then that would be the nation of Israel would still be surviving. So he said, get rid of those boys, just keep the girls, right? Go ahead.
But the midwives feared God and did not as the king of Egypt commanded them.
Go ahead.
but save the men children alive.
That's why we gotta have our own people as the midwives and the doulas. We can't use the other people because they gonna get got to. But our people, they said, hey, they feared the Lord. That was their people, right? Go ahead, read on.
And the king of Egypt called for the midwives and said unto them, why have you done this thing, and have saved the men children alive?
So they ain't kill them kids, right? So the Egyptian king said, why you ain't kill them kids? Go ahead.
And the midwives said unto Pharaoh, because the Hebrew women are not as the Egyptian women.
Right. The Hebrew women, Brianna, she not like the Egyptian woman. Go ahead.
For they are lively.
They lively.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They lively. So they can't come in here talking about, oh, no, because you're big, you can't do. No, they lively. That's the key. Different. Go ahead.
And are delivered ere the midwives come in unto them.
Right, meaning that them children is coming out regardless. We ain't even putting our hands. We ain't even there. Them babies just coming out. They just told a story. But the bottom line is that's our people. We have to protect ourselves and each other, right? So you make sure you keep your circle with our people. You know what I mean? Don't invite nobody else in because somebody gonna catch them at a dinner party and start talking crazy to them. Then all of a sudden they're gonna come in here talking about, you know what, Brianna, you should get the C-section. You know, it's best.
Yep.
You know.
Yep. And then and not only
I'm so
this.
glad you
Go ahead, Brianna. Go ahead.
I was just going to say that was the exact scripture that I was referencing in my head as I was thinking, as retelling the story. I was thinking, like, we're not built like them. We're unique. We're not. Our genetic makeup is different.
It is.
Our blood is, everything is different.
Yep.
And for you to compare me, and the VBAC calculator screams that this biblical reference right here is exactly, they know this.
They know this. Sis, you put that together.
They
beautiful.
know this.
All praises. Yep, 100%.
Talking that good stuff.
Yeah, that calculator is 100% what we just read, taking a different tone. Now, instead of them talking it, they just set up a computer, program it.
Yeah.
And now, no, that's what the computer says. And everybody rolls.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You know,
That's
later I want to look at the eugenics tree,
Yeah.
which means good birth, right? And it's got all of the methods of how to destroy our people, and one of them is statistics. So, like the statistics of what's a healthy person is based on a white woman or a white person. You know what I'm saying? Not taking into account that we are different in those ways. You know, another branch of the eugenics tree was surgery, medicine. You know what I'm saying? So that go into all these little crafty counsels. So this is on point.
Yeah.
Yeah, straight up.
Yep.
Straight up. And then like you were saying, we built different, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what they trying to do, they try to get you to do that C-section so they can steal your placenta.
Yeah.
Take your genes.
That's it.
Come on.
Take your
bro.
genes,
Come
man.
on.
Yeah. This is
now your baby don't get all of its nutritions,
Right.
Because they want them.
Right.
Listen, man.
That's what
We
the whole
own you.
Epstein thing was about.
Yeah, the whole little thing.
Yeah.
The whole little thing. We own you
The
heathens, man.
stem cells, everything.
That's right.
And they knew that that was all a part of my birth plan when I went in there. I do not want you to clamp my baby's cord. I do not want you to do anything. I want all of this going to my baby
Right.
because that's who it's for. It was designed for my baby, not for y'all to get rich off of it.
Right.
They make millions, multi-millions off of this.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what they're looking for. And they need it from the black women.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
we have to specify that.
Yeah.
All right, because even them demons, Epstein and all his whole crew, we did a show on it before. They had we got videos of these people saying, yes, talking to black women saying, hey, we want your period blood too.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, they taking the
Yes.
babies, they killing the babies, drinking the blood, eating the bone marrow. I'm talking about madness.
Really.
You know, so in the hospitals,
not sure.
what they doing? That placenta, that's good money.
Yes. I'm not sure if y'all have connected with my survivor sister Sharice, but
No.
y'all really need to talk to her.
Okay.
If y'all can coordinate that,
Oh,
sis, if you can coordinate with Sharice, because they were trying to medically kidnap her baby
Really?
after this court session. They had the baby hooked up to all kind of machines. Like, y'all really need to get that story.
Man.
And this should have been a part. Y'all need to do a part 2 because it is crazy what we, you can read about it, you can hear about it, but when it's knocking at home,
right,
it's different. It's different.
Yes.
all the way different. Yeah, that's real crazy, sis. That's real crazy. We just want to thank you for coming on. I know
Absolutely.
it's late on the East. You know what I mean? It's already 12:30 over there. All right. So all praise to the Father. I'm glad you had a chance to come on.
Yeah.
And we're gonna stay in contact with you. And
Thank you.
Hopefully we want to see positivity at the end of this. They need to be throwing you a couple of millions of dollars. You know what I mean? The next time we see you, you should be in the foyer of your new of the new crib.
Absolutely. Thank you.
All right.
And keep them people away from you before they try to intercept your dollars.
Exactly. All right. Thank you, Brianna. All right.
All right, y'all. My pleasure.
All right. Shalom.
Yeah,
Shalom.
man.
All praises.
This is crazy,
Sir,
bro.
yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Yeah, I'm
Give a
telling you.
hand to the sister, man. She did her thing, man.
Yeah, bro. You wouldn't. And we got the eugenics tree up there, and this is what Officer Judah just brought out about all the different branches they got, right, and the roots of what they got, man. Read a few of those off, Officer Ezra.
Zoom in on the branches.
Yeah, because it's a little tough to see.
Yeah, check.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, there we go.
Anatomy,
Right, anatomy. Right, go ahead.
biology, physiology, psychology,
psychology.
Don't make everybody think that they crazy.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
mental testing.
Right. So when they doing the mental testing, even those is not really good. Everything is skewed towards their people. Right. So when they do anatomy, oh no, these guys are inferior physically. So now we have to do testing on them to figure out how to help them. Like all of this was BS.
Yeah.
Physiology, that's the makeup of your body, how things move around and all of that. Psychology, oh yeah, they're crazy. They're not well. They're dumb.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Go ahead.
Anthropometry.
Yeah, I wish I knew what that meant.
Geology, archaeology, anthropology, geography, law, politics, statistics.
Right. Look, how you gonna skip that, bro?
Law.
Yeah.
Law. That's a big one.
Law.
That's a big one. But
Yeah.
go look under the one that we didn't know what it meant. It say history.
Oh,
They
read that.
still in history,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah.
Yep.
Bro, they been doing that, bro.
Horrible.
Exactly.
Okay, you got it. I
Oh,
was
yeah,
looking for it.
thank
Go
you.
ahead. Is the-
Anthropometry is the scientific study and systematic measurement of the human's body size, shape, proportions, and composition.
Oh,
Right.
so you shape different.
Yeah, that's what they were doing.
Yeah.
That's what they were doing. Remember, they would always take a brother's skull.
Yeah.
Oh, this is the skull of a Negro. It's a dumb skull.
Yeah.
I could tell by looking at this skull. This man was dumb.
Yeah.
It was a numbskull.
He got that hook in the back.
A numbskull. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
man.
You could tell this was a dummy right here, and he had to have been black. Look at that skull. These people are some demons.
Bro, they take the history, erase your history. That's one of the biggest ones right there.
Right.
Because what
Right.
are they calling us? They calling us African American. Meanwhile, we the Jews that the Bible speak of.
Exactly.
Meanwhile, we the people.
Right.
Meanwhile, we the chosen.
Right.
Right.
Come on, man.
And remember, this tree is all about
Put the tree back up, y'all.
it's all about uplifting the white race and
Yes.
increasing their numbers and decreasing ours. So
Right.
how can law decrease
There you go.
our birth rate?
Very
Right.
good.
You see what I'm saying? Court-ordered C-sections, taking of the
Yes.
ovaries,
Yeah.
by law, framing a mischief by law. So all the stuff we seeing is biblical. You see what I'm saying? And then you get to where we're saying medicine,
Yep.
surgery.
Yep.
All these things are done to keep our birth rate low.
Yep.
You see that? And to increase theirs because whether you know it or not, their birth rate is decreasing rapidly.
Yeah.
Right.
And they fear that.
Yeah, and that's why they be trying to push all of this interracial garbage. Every time you look on social media, YouTube, Instagram, or Facebook, it's some white dude with a black woman.
Right.
You see statistics right there? That's that calculator. You know, that's
Damn.
that's the calculator that determines if you're gonna have a successful vaginal birth, or you know what I'm
makes
saying, or
sense,
if you're healthy, or this, that, and the third, and it's all based upon either their intelligence, their weight, their height, all that stuff to make us not want to continue to be fruitful and multiply.
Hey,
Right.
and Judah, and through those statistics, because you don't have the education, they able to, because education is on there too. Because you don't have the education on what they talking about, you fall for anything.
But and check this out. But let's stay with that law for a second, because that's gonna weigh heavily into the conversation.
Yeah.
Get Wisdom of Solomon 2 real quick, right? Because the law, that's where the power is at for these people, man. It's always been that. That's why they brought the law in there to go deal with her. Like this is insane, right? You got that? Just hit
11?
it straight. Your verse 11. Yep.
Wisdom of Solomon.
10.
Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2 and verse 10. Let us oppress the poor, righteous man.
Go ahead.
Let us not spare the widow, nor reverence the ancient gray hairs of the age.
Go ahead.
Let our strength be the law of justice.
Right. So Esau is saying, let our strength be the law of justice. You may say, how we know that's talking about him. Read verse 1.
Verse 1. For the ungodly said, reasoning with themselves, but not aright. Our life is short and tedious, and in the death of a man there is no remedy. Neither was there any man known to have returned from the grave.
Right. So it says the ungodly, the wicked. That's what it's talking about, right? So read 11 again.
Verse 11. Let our strength be the law of justice.
Right. The law of justice, meaning we're going to create any law we want. Right. There was no vote on whether we should bring in some attorneys and a judge and everything into a delivery room. Nobody never heard of this. Right. They just put that in the books and started running it down on people. That's what this is talking about. Let our strength be the law of justice. Go ahead.
For that which is feeble.
For that which is feeble, which is our people. Sister was in there. She was feeble. Her whole family, everybody, feeble. Go ahead. That which is feeble
is found to be nothing worth.
It's not worth nothing. These people ain't worth nothing. That's how come we can have this eugenics tree and talk all this garbage and lie and create things. Right? So go ahead. After law, what we got? Statistics, right?
Education, genealogy, biography, economics, politics, religion, psychology.
Whoa, religion.
Yeah.
Religion. See, even the white man put religion in there because they know they created all these false religions.
Yep.
To do what? Keep the people in pocket. Yep. Right? That they don't know the Lord. They depend on them for everything. Right? Go ahead.
Biography. Surgery, medicine.
Okay. Surgery, medicine.
Surgery,
right?
and
archaeology.
medicine. Yeah.
Archaeology. Where's that at?
On the in the middle, more towards the middle to the left.
Damn. Archaeology.
Oh, yeah,
okay,
right
yeah.
there,
Damn,
right
we must have
there.
missed that before. Archaeology. That's excellent, right? Because that's what they're using to say archaeology goes with anthropometry.
Yeah.
Right? They got them things. They digging up bones and all of that. You know, talking about the first woman was in, here, there. And I'm telling you, y'all, this is it right here, eugenics. This was the beginning of what they put together for abortions and Planned Parenthood and all of that. Margaret Sanger, and we're going to get into all of it, right? So we could drop that, y'all.
Yeah.
You say economics on the tree too.
Damn.
Yeah, that's money.
Good,
Yeah.
that's
Or-
money. That's good economics.
Good economics. That's right.
To get
Redlining.
them to abort. I mean, not abort, but to get Caesareans
That's right.
because they line their pockets, man.
Absolutely. Hey, and family, we forgot to mention the super chat is live and in effect.
Oh yeah.
All right.
I got some people to shout out. as
Oh,
a
you got
matter
some
of
people to
fact.
shout out? All right,
Yeah,
take
man.
that time. Go
I
ahead.
got Antoine Silva.
Okay,
$20.
Antoine. All right, all praises. Thank you, Antoine.
W619 Hunt, $50.
Oh man, all praises.
Alvin Israel,
Okay.
144, $20.
All praises, Alvin.
Miss Gad Israel, $10.
All praises, Miss Gad.
I don't want to mess this up, but it's kind of messed up already. It's SS Porky, 650, $50.
All praise SS Porky.
Yeah, SS Porky, man.
Okay.
Unless that's Sporky, I don't know.
All right. Well, hold on. SS Porky, if we saying your name wrong, forgive us.
Yeah.
But all praises to the Lord. We appreciate you.
And, official keto. I know I said that wrong. $10.
All praise to the official keto and W Hunt, right? WB Hunt. I think that was before. I can't remember. the name.
WB Hunt.
Yeah, I forgot. Whatever that. I forgot the name. I didn't actually say.
619. W619.
W619 Hunt. All right. All praises. Yes.
Shout
All
out to
praises.
the super chat.
Yep. Shout out to the super chat. Forgot to mention that before.
Hey, Cap, I want to point out one scripture real quick.
Please.
All right, give me Exodus 1 because I loved it. Exodus 1 is talking about basically how the Egyptians felt about us, right, as we was increasing, right?
Right.
So give me verse 9, and then that question I popped up.
Exodus chapter 1 and verse 9.
Because there's no new thing under the sun. This is the spiritual Egypt, right? Watch this.
And he said unto his people, behold, the people of the children of Israel are more and mightier than we.
We are more than them. We are mightier than them. And it is a necessity to control that. You know what I'm saying? Read on.
Come on, let us deal wisely with them.
Eugenics, education, birth, statistics, so on and so forth. At this time, it was appointing taskmasters.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But as you look, when you get to this new Egypt, they got a slew of methods, right? Give me Psalms 105 and 24, right? So this is a mindset. They know that we are more and mightier than them. So you look at the map. They'll make America very big on the map when it's actually very small.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Africa looks small on the map, but it's really vast.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And that's to do what? To make you visually think that we are the minority when we the majority, right? So read that.
Psalms chapter 105, verse 20, 125?
24.
Verse 24. And he increased his people greatly.
God increased us greatly. He's always done that. Even in poverty, guess what we do? We don't have money. we give birth. That's what we do. That's the nice way to say it, right? That's the nice way.
We don't have money. We give birth.
Right.
And made them stronger than their enemies.
He made us stronger than our enemies. We run faster than them. We do everything better than them, right? Read.
And he turned their heart to hate his people. To deal subtlety with his servants.
So when they see that we more and mightier than them, it hardens their heart and they deal subtly with us. Especially when they in a throne, in a seat of authority to create laws, to handle medicine, to govern, so on and so forth. So that's what we're seeing.
Yep. Now, put a Planned Parenthood in every neighborhood, every black neighborhood.
Right.
Subtly.
Right where we at in Oakland on 14th and Broadway. There's one right across the street. We see people hopping out, running up in there every Sabbath. Yeah. Right? At least a couple people. You know, sometimes you just catch your eye. You might be teaching, you might be and you happen to look and you see some feet prancing up inside there. You know what I mean? And they not going for an interview, man.
No. Not at all.
No, not at all. Hey, y'all, bring up number 5. Bring up number 5. All right. So this is a quick little video about C-sections and percentages and things like that. I want y'all to see. Y'all got that? All right, there you go.
You want to have a C-section because you want it or because you need it, not because the hospital you're at happens to do them a lot. Hospitals have wildly different C-section rates, really, for no good reason. If you take a look at low-risk women who you wouldn't expect to have a C-section, if you go to one hospital, it might be really high. If you go to another hospital, it might be really low. At Los Angeles Community Hospital, more than half of low-risk women ended up with a C-section. Now you just drive a couple of miles away to California Hospital Medical Center in Los Angeles. The rate of C-sections for those women is 15%. So in just a matter of miles, you go from more than half to 15%, and this is all for low-risk women. Now, many experts
Pause
say—
for a second. Y'all see that?
Yeah.
So in that other hospital where it's more than half of the women getting C-sections, you know who's over there, right?
Yeah, it's in a so-called minority neighborhood.
Exactly. Right? So the Southern and Northern Kingdom getting smashed over there. Blacks and Hispanics, they the ones that getting tore up over there. Now when you go them couple of miles, that's where Esau's at.
Yeah,
and it's 15%
always
and
like
lower.
That. It's one side of the railroad tracks that look good, and the other side of the railroad tracks is terrible. That's just how it be.
Not only that, right? I don't think it's in this one, but I think I read it that the World Health Organization actually put out there that that C-sections are really only supposed to be done between 10 and 13% of the time. So they put that out there. So that means all these hospitals have that information, and they're like, no, we need this bread.
Yeah.
Money.
And don't even need it. That's why y'all need to stop doing drugs. If you stop doing drugs, you'll have some money to spend.
What the hell?
They are expensive.
They are expensive. Hit play.
There is no medical reason for this. It's just that some hospitals happen to do a lot of C-sections. That's just their culture. Now, why would hospitals so close together have such a wildly different C-section rates? Well, some people say that hospitals like to do C-sections because they make a lot more money. They make about 50% more on a C-section than they do on a vaginal birth.
Wow.
Other people say, look, doctors are rushed. I mean, when someone's giving birth vaginally, it can take a long time. They're in labor. It can take days. C-section, very quick. You're in and you're out. C-sections are major surgery, and they carry all the risks of surgery, such as infection. Also, babies who are born vaginally are less likely to have breathing problems than babies who are born from a C-section.
Now, hit pause. You heard that? You might think of the opposite, right?
Yeah.
Because the baby got to come through there, all the fluids going in. Y'all been in there. Y'all seen how it go.
Yeah.
But they saying that's better for a baby than to just get taken out. But they make it look like, oh, it's just easier. We just get you up out of there and sew you up. No. She said it carries all the risk of a regular surgery.
Every single last one of them.
That's
infection.
Right, infection,
Like,
all that.
You can bust that scar right back open again.
Exactly.
It's a lot of stuff that could go on.
Right.
And all they worried about is that money in your placenta.
Yeah,
Right.
and getting you up out of there.
A lot of them sisters bleed to death because they cut an artery or something.
Yep.
Yep.
You
Yep.
know?
They don't talk
That's
about
real.
that either. That's
That's
a real
real.
thing. Yep. Hit play, y'all.
You want to avoid a C-section, you should avoid being induced, because being induced is much more likely to lead later on to a C-section. The key here is that either way, women should have the birth that they want and that they medically need. They shouldn't have the birth that their hospital wants or that their doctor wants.
Right. Okay. Yeah, we just wanted to see it to show you what is the difference, because now you got doctors saying, well, we doing it because it's healthier for the baby. It's quicker. I gotta go. If she's having a vaginal birth, I don't know how long it's gonna take. I can't hang around here all damn day. I got things to do. This is crazy. And bring up number 7. This is what I wanted to show the people. We talked about this a little bit with Brianna, but I wanted y'all to actually see this because you can't make it up. I'm telling you, this is insane. Because unless somebody bring this to your attention, you would never think this is how that business operates. But one thing we got to understand, that it is a business. You know what I mean? Only time it's not really business, that's when people got home birth. You got your doulas and stuff like that. That's like a real, birth and pregnancy, with the birth and all that. Anything after that is business. You at the what's the word? You at the not the behest, but you're at the mercy of these physicians and what have you, right? Y'all got that? Go ahead. The hell's going on? These guys crazy. Y'all got it?
They say yeah too.
Okay, there you go.
Your observation is largely correct.
Just jump down the holiday effect.
Yes, sir. The holiday effect in percentages. Statistics show a distinct pattern where elective procedures, scheduled C-sections, and inductions are intentionally moved away from major holidays like Thanksgiving, Christmas, and New Year's.
You see that?
Yeah.
They intentionally move around your birth so it's not on Thanksgiving because they got to go home with the family, eat turkey.
Yep.
Right? It can't be Christmas because they got the family. We got something planned. And not New Year's, because generally when they go away from Christmas all the way through New Year's, and then pop back sometime in January, fresh to give some more C-sections.
Yep.
All right? This is what I want to show, because this is insane. But look at mid-month spikes and all that.
Mid-month spikes.
Can y'all get to ask anything off of there? Oh, there we go.
Yeah, there you go.
Go ahead.
To ensure babies are born before or after a holiday, there is often a concentrated increase in scheduled births during the first 2 or 3 weeks of December and November.
Yo, this is crazy, man.
Damn.
You see that? A concentrated increase in scheduled births. All right? Just to let y'all know, all of y'all who never had children before and whatever, and y'all getting ready to go through it, this is what's happening. When y'all going into y'all, what do you call it, prenatal appointments and so on and so forth, and they checking, all right, the baby's due around this time. They already got in their mind, okay, oh yeah, we're going to do something to make sure they come out this time. They doing all that. All right, scroll there. There was one more piece. Oh yeah, Monday through Friday compression. Read that real quick.
The Monday through Friday compressions. Because hospitals typically operate reduced staff on holidays, doctors often schedule catch-up procedures on the weekdays immediately preceding a break, which can temporarily inflate the C-section rate for those specific weeks.
Yo,
That's crazy.
They even got to watch even the weekends is off. Listen, you can only have your baby during the week. Your baby got to come out during the work week, bro.
Right.
Yeah. The baby is not going to be paid for weekend work.
Time and a half.
Yeah, no time and a half for that baby. That baby's getting strictly $25 an hour, and that's it. All right. Yo, go to, all right, so I want to show y'all this as well. Check this out. Go to number 17. It should be it's a video there. We're going to play that video real quick. See a quick history of what they was doing with the Northern Kingdom, primarily Ephraim, right? Watch this, y'all. We're going to read some.
In the fall of 2020, headlines of forced sterilizations at the for-profit Irwin County ICE Detention Center in Georgia dominated.
Stop. So now this is 2020, right? In Georgia, ICE, your good friends, rounding people up, so-called immigrants, rounding them up and giving them forced sterilizations, right? That's forced hysterectomies, all that. ICE had their own gynecologists up in there abusing the women. All right, go ahead.
The news cycle. What many of the reports lacked was context of the long history of forced sterilizations of Latinas in the United States. The eugenics movement, which sought to, quote, better the human race by preventing supposedly inferior people from reproducing, influenced many programs targeting Latinas.
Right, stop. You heard that? She said supposedly inferior, right?
Yeah.
That's what that eugenics thing was all about, remember?
Yeah.
Biology, physiology, anthropometry, and all of that. That's what all that does. And it says, okay, these people are inferior. Now we're able to do what we want.
Mm-hmm.
All right? We're going to sterilize them so this way they don't bring out more of those retarded children.
And all they got to do is make you think that.
Right.
Scripture say, as a man thinketh, so is he.
Period.
All they got to do is make you think that.
Yep.
All they got to do is take your self-esteem away just a little bit. And then you do whatever they tell you.
That's 100%. Hit play, y'all.
Starting in the 1930s, the federal government advocated for and used sterilization as a way to control population growth. In many cases, women were falsely pushed into sterilization as the only means of contraception and in the context of economic development plans to reduce poverty. For example, it is estimated
Hold. Y'all heard that?
Yeah.
So that's supposed to be used to reduce poverty.
Yeah.
Right. Because if you have too many kids and you can't take care of them, you poor. So just sterilize yourself. Don't have any children. Yeah. And in this way, you're going to have money in this life. That's what they're going to tell you. Lie.
And even when they do that, they still be poor.
Of course. Because they ain't going to get no job.
You can't get no job. You can't do nothing.
They inferior.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly. They done used about 19 of the 20 branches on the eugenics tree on you already.
Yeah, they whooped you.
The hell?
Right.
Pick your own switch.
Exactly. Right. Pick your own switch. Right. Hit play, y'all.
1947 and 1948, 7% of Puerto Rican women were sterilized. And by 1956, 1 out of 3 Puerto Ricans suffered the same fate. In many cases, these women were told their tubes were being tied, but never told it was an irreversible procedure.
Right.
Later, in 1970, a whistleblower exposed evidence of widespread abuses at the Los Angeles County USC Medical Center, where mostly Spanish-speaking women of Mexican origin were approached during childbirth and pushed to sign consent forms written in English. Those brave women sued.
Stop. Oh. That's the same thing they did when they took over from Ephraim and took over the Northern Kingdom. Remember what they did? They used to have them go pick the gold. They would talk to them in Spanish. They didn't speak Spanish. Yeah. They spoke Hebrew. They didn't understand. They would cut the limbs off. That's cool. Remember that? This is the same thing. Oh, Speaking to them in English, they speak in Spanish. Okay, yeah, sign here. Boom, sterilization. No, she said we good to go. This is the foolishness. Huh?
That didn't even know what they signed. That's what you call crafty counsel. That's what Officer Judah brought out earlier.
Right.
He brought out how they move against us, man. You know, it ain't though they go crouching humbly, bro. They trying to get you.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's it.
Wicked.
You know, you and like you were saying, Officer Shem, they get you to trust them.
Yeah.
So they put a smiley face in front of you. You know, they shake your hand and slide that consent form. You don't know what you're signing.
Right.
You know.
Damn. Hit play.
To end the practice of sterilization without informed consent, in the case that became known as the Madrigal 10, which was led by co-counsel Antonia Hernandez, who went on to head MALDEF. Not only were these women sterilized against their will, but the judge in that lawsuit blamed it all on a communication breakdown. He went on to argue that he believed Mexican women draw their worth from, quote, rearing a large family. So their pain came not from being sterilized against their will, but because they could not fulfill their Mexican duties.
Right. You see that? That's Esau.
Yeah.
No. Trust me, they're not upset because they're sterilized. No, they're not worried about that because their main pain is because they just want to be Mexican and have a lot of children and rear a lot of children. But what they don't understand is that rearing a lot of children is not good for them. And this is why we sterilize them. So don't worry, they're going to be fine. That's basically what's being said.
Yeah.
These people sick.
Yeah, and then they basing everything off of them because they can't do it.
Yeah.
They can't have large families like that.
Right.
They can't do certain things that we can do.
Right.
So if we can't do it, y'all can't do it.
Right. And that's the point because they birth rate's been going down for a long time.
Yeah.
It got nothing to do with what you call it, abortions and all that. They just can't have them.
Yeah, they get sterilized. Not sterilized. What is it called? Fertilization clinics.
Yes.
Yeah, they go into fertilization clinics to help their births.
Right.
You know?
Right.
Yep.
And then sometimes they'll mess around and have 10 kids at the same time.
And they put that all on TV and glorify it.
Yeah.
You know, but let a Hispanic sister have 8 kids, and it's like a great shame.
Right.
Yeah.
You know.
Right.
Yeah,
This is pure stupidity. But hit play.
Weird.
In favor of the USC Los Angeles County Medical Center. The most recent allegations of forced sterilizations are the latest in a pattern of the state trying to control brown and black bodies. This is why we must continue to protect the rights of all people, regardless of race, education, and income level, or immigration status, to have autonomy over their own bodies.
Yeah. You know, she's saying something there, right? But we can't have autonomy over our own bodies because we under the auspices of the dragon right now. You know what I'm saying? That's what you got to understand. And we bring this scripture out a lot, but we're going to go back to it again, Nehemiah 9. Right? Watch this, because, again, we don't have that autonomy over our bodies. Yeah, right here we go to the gym. Yeah, with certain things you could do. Yeah, but when it comes to situations like that, when they really want you, that's it. They're going to flip that switch. All right? Starting 36.
The book of Nehemiah, chapter 9 and verse 36. Behold, we are servants this day, and for the land that thou gavest unto our fathers to eat the fruit thereof and the good thereof, behold, we are servants in it.
So that sister right there, right? She talking about the so-called tribe, not so-called, the so-called Mexicans, but the tribe of Issachar, right? This is their land. It was given to them, right? But now they're servants in it, right? This is what the scriptures are saying, right? Go ahead.
And it yieldeth much increase unto the kings whom thou hast set over us.
Right. Go ahead.
Because of our sins.
Right. Because of our sins. Esau is gaining all the wealth of the land. Go ahead.
Also, they have dominion over our bodies.
You heard that? They have dominion over our bodies. They got power over our bodies. Right. So when you're saying, oh, yeah, we have to have autonomy over our bodies, yeah, it sounds nice, but it's not accurate. And it's not going to be accurate because at the end of the day, they have power over our bodies. Continue that.
And over our cattle at their pleasure. And we are in great distress.
And we in great distress because we got sisters coming in. Hey, listen, we just going to tie your tubes. When you hear about tying tubes, sound like it could be untied.
Yes.
Right.
But in reality, what they do, they burn them, don't they?
Yeah, they burn them.
Right.
Burn the ends.
Right. They burn the ends. So that's for you to never become pregnant again. But
Yeah.
just the way they name it, you see what I'm saying? It's just wicked as hell.
You see the process how they always do it. It's always repetitive, right? They'll present it as an option first,
Right.
right, and then when you don't go with the option, that's when the force comes out,
Right.
You know, and if you look at recently, there was this one sickness that came about that now, if you didn't take a certain thing, you can't get on an airplane, you can't go to the store,
Right.
you can't get a job here, you get fired from your work, you can't go to school. You know what I'm saying? And if it would have got any worse, that's when the force comes. But they're doing the same thing over and over.
Yeah.
Right.
You know?
Same different experiment. I mean, same experiment, just a different playing field, man.
Exactly.
That's
Exactly.
all. That's all that it is, man. But we own you.
We own you.
We own you, man.
Yeah, he
Yep.
got the same move.
Yeah,
Same move.
How many
You know?
times
Right.
you think you gonna hit us with the
The people's elbow and the rock bottom. We know the Rock do that. We know Esau do the swoop and swap. You know,
Right.
Yeah.
but we on to it. you
Yeah,
know?
that's what Iran said.
Yeah.
Iran said, yeah, we know this story already. We not giving in at all.
There you go.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Hey, bring up 19. Let me show y'all something. Let me show y'all how much the C-section and the history of what was going on with the sisters, the Ephraimite sisters, right? Specifically the tribe of Ephraim in the land of Puerto Rico or the land of Borinquen, which is the original name, right? The land of the brave lords, right? But watch this. So they were doing so much sterilization and abortions and everything else. I want y'all to see this, what's going on here. Number 19, y'all. Y'all got it? All right. Just read that real quick.
From forced sterilization to fertility technology, addressing medical mistrust in Puerto Rico.
Right. So this was written last year. This is 2025. This article was written, right? Just scroll down. Go to a legacy, right there. No. Wait,
A
hold on.
legacy of coercion.
No. I'm sorry. Right above that, where it says Puerto Rico, right there.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
Puerto Rico has the lowest birth rate of any U.S. state or territory, 6.1 per 1,000 people.
Now that's real crazy because you go to New York and Ephraim is having babies every 5 seconds.
Right, right.
Right? Like they supposed to. That's like a joke in New York. Everybody know that. The tribe of Ephraim got mad kids. They used to be having like 10 kids in 10 people in one car, all that. That's a known joke, right? They have mad kids. Same thing in Philly. If y'all in Philly, y'all know what it is. Ephraim out there is having kids. That's a known thing, right? But now in their own land, where the United States was over there pulling off all type of wicked experimentation, they only having 6.1 out of 1,000 people who's getting pregnant. This is demonic. But read on. Watch this, y'all.
Yet, one of the highest cesarean sections rates at 50.5%.
So how you got the lowest birth rate and then half of the births is cesarean section?
Found the culprit.
I think 98% of them births is the Syrian section.
Man, I'm telling you. And look, far above the U.S. average of 32.2. So now what they want to act like that's something like a natural thing that just happened all of a sudden. No, that's something that Esau did, concocted and conducted, you know what I'm saying, and made it to happen. All right, scroll down a bit. There's something in there about in 1956. That's what I want. That next second paragraph. Yeah, there you go, right there.
In 1956, Margaret Sanger and Gregory Pincus launched clinical trials for an experimental contraceptive pill in Puerto Rico, circumventing stricter U.S. regulations.
Right. So Margaret Sanger was from America. She's a demon, right? She is the mother of the eugenics movement, right? And basically all the Planned Parenthood spots was generally a eugenics center. It was renamed Planned Parenthood to give it a more softer appeal. Right. But Margaret Sanger is the one who started that, and she said she started it for who? Blacks and Hispanics. They were reckless breeders, right? So when y'all see Planned Parenthood and the abortion clinics, it was strictly set up for our people, 100%. That's why they went down to Puerto Rico and talk about she was circumventing stricter U.S. No, she wasn't. That's what they were used to doing down there.
Yeah.
All right, look. Right? That looks, oh, she's a nice person.
You can't trust the face that look like that.
Yeah, look at her. Hey, guys. We got burgers over here. You coming over? That's her face. Meanwhile, she's the devil. She's going to stab you right in your eye.
Yeah.
She ain't even going to wait for you to turn around and hit you in the back. She's going to hit you right in the eye.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Go back. Read that thing.
Over 200 women in Rio Piedras were enrolled. Piedras were enrolled.
Right.
Most of the women were poor.
No, most of whom?
Most of whom were poor and lacked access to formal education.
Right, meaning they could run any type of game they want on them, right?
Yep.
Because they were doing an experimental contraceptive pill, meaning that you're going to take this pill and not get pregnant. So what they doing? More experiments. Yeah. Meanwhile, the sister's probably getting sick and everything else. But go ahead. It's about to come up. Go ahead.
These participants received little to no information about the drug safety,
right,
reflecting the medical standards of the time, which did not prioritize informed consent.
Right. They always say that of the time. Just say we didn't care. We were just dealing with them because they was Puerto Rican.
Yep.
They're the tribe of Ephraim. They're nothing to us. Yeah. We want to destroy them. Go ahead.
Women who later reported serious side effects such as nausea, dizziness, and blood clots.
Go ahead.
Were dismissed as unreliable historians.
Yo.
Wow.
Unreliable historians, meaning y'all some lying niggas. That's really what it was. Go ahead.
These trials echoed.
Hold on. Your mic went up.
Check.
Okay. Wow. Somebody get him a mic.
It gotta be dead. Yeah.
Somebody get him a mic. All right, I'll read it. These trials echoed broader eugenist ideologies and disproportionately targeted marginalized communities. Sanger, a central figure in these trials, later founded Planned Parenthood, right? That's what we were just telling y'all about.
Right.
An organization now advocating for reproductive autonomy. What that means is they have already set the stage for you to walk in and kill your children yourself.
Yeah.
After they first been killing your kids, now they saying, no, just go ahead and you do it now.
Yep.
So that's what that reproductive autonomy means, right? Yet built upon a legacy of exploiting black and brown women. It's a legacy of it.
Look at that.
Right? Without these ethically compromised experiments on Puerto Rican women, much of the groundwork for art would not exist. What is art?
Ain't nothing art about that.
Yeah. Go up to the top. Maybe we missed what art actually stands for. Just scroll to the top, y'all.
Go up.
Hold on. Okay, assisted reproductive technology. Okay. So that's what it is, and that's why the people said, "Hey, we don't trust these people."
Yeah,
exactly.
They're not supposed to trust them.
You're not.
A lot of blacks, Hispanics don't like going to the hospital and don't trust doctors and stuff because of the history of. We should go to the doctors.
No, 100%,
we should be checking up on ourselves, but just the history and relationship that we've had throughout our being here has not been a good one. It's always been something underlying to destroy us, so we don't really trust too much.
Right? Yeah, you can't. You can't trust somebody that killed all your kids.
Right.
You can't trust that. You can't trust somebody that wanted you to kill all your kids. You can't trust that.
Exactly.
You take what you can, and everything else you throw in the trash.
Exactly.
Right. So throw in the trash. Right. All right. Hey, y'all, bring up number 9. All right. It's from the same book we were reading before. Which is Medical Bondage, right? It's from that book. All right, bring up number 9. It's a few pages there. We're going to read the highlighted sections, all right? Go ahead.
Physicians were often slaveholders themselves.
Right. You see that? The physicians were often slaveholders because the slaveholders were calling themselves physicians.
Yeah.
100%. We don't know what kind of medical school they was going to.
They wasn't. The medical school was that was the gimme pigs that they had on the table.
Exactly. That's all they was doing. Go ahead.
However, doctors also brought and hired slaves on whom to conduct experiments too painful, too risky, or otherwise too objectionable to inflict.
Too objectionable. Go ahead.
Too objectionable to inflict upon whites.
Right. They said, yo, we need some of them slaves so we could cut them without anesthesia. This is what the sister was talking about.
Yep. Yeah.
Right? There was no anesthesia. They probably said, man, you want some rum? Psych.
Oh man,
They ain't even get him drunk or nothing.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Because during that time when they did dentistry, right? Just to show y'all, that's why I made a little joke about the barbers. The first dentist amongst Esau was barbers.
Wow.
Because they already had the barber chair. They were like, hey, this chair is perfect. Why don't we, let me fix your teeth while we at it. That's what happened.
It's the same chair.
That's how it started. I'm telling you, it's the same chair.
Wow.
When y'all really think about it, it's the same
That's
chair. They
nuts.
started like that. So the first dentists were barbers, right? Probably first it started with just some, what do you call it? When they remove your teeth, right?
Yeah.
Boom, knock that out. And then things got more and more. The point is, when they saying they were physicians, we don't know if they were really physicians. That's my
Right.
point. All right? Right. Go ahead. Get back to that book, y'all. Huh? You was going to say? Your mic is up? Hey, check over to Shem's mic. Go ahead. Bring that thing back up. Go ahead. Highlight it, bro.
Blaming enslaved mothers for the high death rates of their infant children.
Right. So that same clown, Sims, right? It's hard to call him a doctor, but that same guy Sims that we saw the picture of and who perfected the C-sections and all that, he would blame the enslaved mothers if their children died. Go ahead.
He ascribed neonatal tetanus, newborn tetanus, or trismus, or nascientium to the mother's moral and intellectual failures.
So because the children died, he said, you know what? Y'all are morally and intellectually inferior.
Yeah.
That's why your children died. This was a complete demon. This is what you call Dr. Frankenstein. That's the only doctor I'm ready to put on this guy.
Right.
A pure Dr. Frankenstein. Go ahead, go to the next one.
Or Dr. Jackal, Cap.
Right, Dr. Jekyll. Yeah. For real. That's what we're gonna call him, Dr. Jekyll. Right? So this one, it says James, so that's his whole name, James Marion Sims, Savior and Sadist. That's what they say. Right? So read right under that, bro.
James Marion Sims is an important figure in the history of experimentation with African Americans because he so well embodied the dual face of American medicine to which racial health disparities owed so much.
Damn.
Sims is revered as a woman's benefactor.
Right. It says Sims is revered as a woman's benefactor, meaning what? That if it wasn't for him and all his gynecological advances, women would be in trouble. But he's really a demon. That's fake. But go ahead.
Although he conducted years of nightmarishly painful and degrading experiments.
Right. Hold on.
Man, how can you use that in the same...
Bro, you can't make it up. Nightmarishly painful and degrading experiments.
Damn.
This is not a doctor.
No.
Go ahead. This is Dr. Jekyll.
Without anesthesia or consent
Right.
on a group of slave women.
Right. Go ahead.
He was born into a struggling family of 10 in Hanging Rock near Lancasterville, South Carolina in 1813. In his autobiography, The Story of My Life, Sims described, we got to raise it up. Sims described how despite...
Raise it up, y'all. Pay attention.
You got to raise it up. It'd be good if y'all wasn't asleep back there.
See, this is why we need y'all in the super chat.
Yeah, super chat. Come on, help us.
This is why we need y'all.
We just
fire the whole team and build us a new team.
Yeah, we about to get, as soon as we're looking for a certain amount, that'll be enough for us to pay the new team. Go ahead.
The Story of My Life, Sims described how despite a career as an indifferent, mediocre student.
So this man was a mediocre student.
Man.
A mediocre student. Go ahead.
He gained entrance first to South Carolina Medical College and then to Jefferson Medical College in Philadelphia. In the manner of the day, his medical education consisted, raise it up, of a year and a half.
Don't that sound like
Right.
Epstein, bro?
I'm telling you.
Yeah, it pretty much.
Bro, he didn't have nothing. He had nothing to do with the things that he was doing.
Right.
He was not a profession.
No.
He had no profession in nothing that he claimed that he had profession in.
Right.
But he was able to
Right.
move around like he had something going.
Become a doctor. The man said he was a mediocre student. There's no such thing as a mediocre student that translates into a doctor.
Nah, it ain't.
No, that's madness. But again, like you said, they said he started off poor, right? Epstein started off poor, supposedly, right?
Yep.
Then all of a sudden, this man is the head of gynecology. No, He went in there, worshipped Satan, and they said, "Yo, you ready to do this? You ready to drink this blood?" I am. He was like, "Come on in." He was like, "Come on in, Dr. Jekyll." Go ahead. Read that thing in highlights, bro.
But these were mere prelude. On a June day in 1845, 17-year-old Arnacha, or whatever, a slave on the Westcott plantation just outside Montgomery, Alabama, felt the contractions that herald the birth of her first child. 3 days later, the exhausted, terrified girl still writhed in excruciating labor. Sims was called in and used obstetrical forceps with which he admitted he had little experience. The child died, and although Arnacha,
that's cool, man.
And Narcha seemed out immediate danger, she soon faced another horrible trial. Her torn vagina began eroding, and she was left with openings between the remains of her vagina and her bladder and rectum.
Wow.
So it just fell out.
Oh, no.
That's wicked, bro. This is wickedness, man.
It just fell out. He forgot to tighten some screws on the woman's vagina.
Extra nuts and bolts.
This
fell
man
out.
didn't give a damn, bro. Read. Go ahead.
She was now incontinent, and the incessantly flowing urine inflamed her ravaged tissues.
Right. So what was going on when it says that that she was incontinent, right? Meaning that her urine kept coming out. She had no way of stopping it because she had no control over her genital anymore, right?
Yeah.
And it says the incessantly flowing urine inflamed her ravaged tissue. So now the urine was hitting her tissues and what? Infecting it.
Yep.
Right? Go ahead.
Triggering pain, recurrent infections, and odor.
Right. All because this animal went in there and did whatever he felt like. This is insane.
Because they let a mediocre student that love inflicting pain on black women in
Yep.
there. That's what it really is.
Yep. Go to that next one and start in the second paragraph.
Next one.
Hey, the next page, y'all.
All right. Well,
Go ahead.
while we doing
Yes, sir.
that,
Yes, sir.
we got Tobit Israel,
Okay.
$10.
$10. Tobit. All praise.
Trey Chamon, $20.
Okay, Trey.
Bring it
20. All right, all praises. Thank you.
Super chat.
All right. Super
Please
chat. All
help
praises.
us in the super chat.
Yes, yes.
So
they,
we could get us a new team.
They heard our pain, man. They heard our pain.
Yeah.
Hey, did y'all got that next one? Okay, bring that up, man. Before more super chats come in about y'all.
Yep, another one just
All right.
came in.
Oh yeah. Go ahead, read it
Rivka
before.
Israel, $10.
All right, all praises. Thank you, Rivka. All
As
right.
a plantation doctor, Sims attended many children.
Hold on 1 second, right? Just scroll back up to the top again, right? I'm gonna read some real quick, right? So I guess from the other page they were saying how he came in and removed the contagion and relocated to save, so on and so forth. But it says today we know the deaths of those slaves were probably the caregivers' fault, meaning Sims, right? Same thing we said before. When he was doing all of those experiments, and then in 1830 he finally got the C-section right.
Right.
That's because he was killing everybody.
He was killing everything that walked through there.
Oh yeah.
For 8 years straight, he was
Yep.
killing everything that walked through there. And
Yep.
then in the 9th year, he finally completed a successful one.
Right.
And all of them people was black women.
Yeah.
Because they said that pain couldn't be inflicted on the white person.
Right.
It actually said that.
It did say that. Go ahead. Now read as a plantation. I'm sorry, bro.
As a plantation doctor, Sims attended many children, but he used only the black infants as subjects for dangerous experiments in tetany, a long misunderstood children's neuromuscular disease characterized by convulsions and muscle spasms. The tetany that was an epidemic among enslaved children was actually the result of severe calcium, magnesium, and vitamin D deficiency caused by chronic malnutrition.
Right, because our people enslaved, they feeding them slop, they're not giving them good food, so therefore they were malnutrition. Right? Even though you might, let's say they give you a bowl of something to eat, That don't mean you're gonna have good nutrition.
Yeah.
There was no nutrition in it, right? Look at everything that's missing: the calcium, the magnesium, vitamin D. You need all that.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
But Sims, raise it up. But Sims was erroneously convinced that it was caused by the displacement of skull bones during birth.
You see what I'm saying? Going back to that anthropometry.
Yeah.
Right? The skull. I'm telling you. But remember, this is an idiot demon that's working. This is not no smart man.
Yeah.
Nah.
This not an intelligent man who's becoming a doctor. This is some guy, a regular dude who you know that they made a doctor. Right? Because he was a demon. They needed him to do these experiments. He had the stomach, you know what I'm saying, to do this.
Yeah.
A natural born killer. Go ahead.
He took a sick black baby from its mother, made incisions in its scope, then welded a cobbler's tool.
Hold on.
Yikes.
He made incisions in the scalp, then wielded a cobbler's tool to pry the skull bones into new positions, man.
What?
Bro, this is Dr. Frankenstein for real.
For real.
Bruh.
For real. They made a movie about him.
Yeah, for real. He's really Dr. Frankenstein. Look. And everybody's there watching and he's doing whatever the hell he wants. Man, I'll tell you, man, yo, when the Lord come back, these demons is going to pay. Yeah. That's why the Lord said it's going to be double. Yeah. You see what's all the stuff we reading? Worse things is going to happen to them. In the new Bible, in the next Bible, it's going to be like, man, the Israelites was playing with these people.
Right.
Oh, man. It's going to be very vicious. The Lord said, I got to put my fury in y'all mind. But see, because we don't really understand everything. But when the Lord said when he come back, he's going to put his fury in our spirit. Meaning what? We're going to see all of the evil that they did.
Yeah.
We're going to say, okay, now we're going to take care of business.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Where are we at? During this time, I would occasionally puncture the scalp over the lambodial suture with the point of a crooked awl and prise out the edges of the parietal bones always.
Right, the parietal bones. That's some bones on the skull. Go ahead.
With the effect of a greatly modifying the rigid fleur of the extremities. Sims attempted to open the skull was based upon a scientific myth that the bones of black infant skulls, unlike white infants, grew together quickly, leaving the brain no space to grow and develop.
Hey, listen, what they did right there was create that after the fact. They wrote that in after the fact.
Yep.
They didn't think, their skull grows together real quick and it doesn't give time, so we're going to go in and pop open the brain and let them. No, they did that after, so it'll make it look like they didn't know. This is 18-something. Y'all see, it sounds like this is ancient history. You got to understand all kind of surgeries was being done by our people way before this.
Yeah.
Way before this. So it's not that they didn't have certain understanding.
Yeah.
They didn't give a damn. They was going in there and torturing our people, destroying our people, trying to work on themselves. They just trying to figure out what to do with themselves. That's all this was about. It wasn't that they didn't know about the bone. All this information had been in the past.
Yeah.
You think people that had brain problems, they wasn't getting no surgeries back then? Y'all must be crazy. Our people was doing all that back then.
Yeah.
All right? Like, what's my man's name? Ben Carson?
Mm-hmm.
Right? Ben Carson was the first one to do to separate the Siamese twins, right? You mean to tell me in all this time in history, not one Edomite did that? After all their schooling, this brother, who's probably maybe only 2 generations removed from slavery, is the first one to do that? So guess what? Because our people been doing things like that a long time, y'all. All right? That's Ben Carson right there, okay? Ben Carson, he's a great brother in regards to his skill set, and the Lord blessed him with certain levels of intelligence and acumen and all that. But guess what? He's a coon. Coon status.
Yeah.
Who's why?
Yeah, totally cooned out. But go ahead. That was it on that, Joe? That was it on that, officer? No. I think that's it. I think that. Wait, hold on. There might be one more. Hold on.
And Esau make up the stupidest reasons to do stuff, bruh.
Right.
They make up the dumbest reasons because the baby brain wasn't gonna grow. What the hell is you talking about?
Yeah, that's just a lie.
Yeah, that's the smoke.
Yeah. No, for real.
Like you care. Like you don't care, bro.
Yeah. He said the dust in the eye. Real talk. That was that damn what you call it again? That's the Green Goblin.
Yeah.
That smoke bomb.
Smoke
be
bomb.
dropping.
Like what?
You ride off into the nothingness.
Yeah. Yo. Hold on. It was another one I wanted to play. Hey, I think it should be way in the bottom. 22. Let me see. Oh, yeah. Hey, play 22. Now, this is going back over the sister, Sharice, right? But this is a doctor. His name is Dr. Joel. He's going to go into some things, right? But just check this out real quick.
Imagine you're in labor, in pain and contracting, and then suddenly a nurse wheels in a screen. On it is a Zoom meeting with a judge and lawyers. You're suddenly in court while in the hospital. That's exactly what happened to Sharice Doyle, a professional doula in Florida. As she was actively in labor, the hospital took her to court to try to force her to have a C-section. Here's a clip.
It's a real judge, you know?
My name is Michael Khalil. I'm a circuit court judge here in Jacksonville, Florida. The state of Florida has filed a petition for declaratory judgment. They're asking for an emergency C-section be granted by the court.
I have not had a chance to be able to consult with my own legal representation, and I'm trying to understand how you are taking my rights away as a patient to be able to decide my own care to give me an emergency C-section against my will.
There's so much to talk about here. My name is Dr. Joel, the Medical Mythbuster, and today let's talk about what this case says about medical autonomy and reproductive justice. Sharice had 3 prior C-sections, but she wanted to try for a vaginal birth. She understood the risks and had full decision-making capacity. But the decision wasn't hers anymore, because under Florida law, a court can intervene when a fetus is seen to be at risk. So after 3 hours of
Pause it. It says, what did he say? Take it back a couple more seconds. Let me hear that again.
Dr. Joel, the Medical Mythbuster, and today let's talk about what this case says about medical autonomy and reproductive justice. Sharice had 3 prior C-sections, but she wanted to try for a vaginal birth. She understood the risks and had full decision-making capacity. But the decision wasn't hers anymore, because under Florida law, a court can intervene when a fetus is seen to be at risk.
You know what that means?
Yeah.
That means that you are not free.
At all.
That means you're still a slave.
Yep.
That means the slave master can still come in and make decisions in your life
Exactly.
just because they want to.
Right.
Like the scripture Cap read earlier. He said, what was the scripture that he read earlier? Read it again. Read that again.
Nehemiah chapter 9 and verse 36.
There you go.
Behold, we are servants this day, and for the land that thou gavest unto our fathers to eat the fruit thereof and the good thereof. Behold, we are servants in it.
We are servants in our own land. Come on.
And it yieldeth much increase unto the kings whom thou hast set over us because of our sins. Also, they have dominion over our bodies.
They have dominion over our bodies. How could a court take the rights away from a completely sane woman and do whatever the hell he want to do?
Right.
Because we don't have dominions over our own bodies. We still slaves to these people.
Right.
You're not free.
You
Because
remember
can go
their
to the
strength,
liquor
too?
store. Go ahead.
No, just to your point, you remember their strength is the law.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
We brought
the
that up earlier.
loophole was what? If the baby's at risk.
Yep.
That baby wasn't at risk.
Not at all.
Not at all. But they can say, oh, we see a little something here, so it's time to bring the courts in. You know, say she's mentally ill or whatever. Some kind of loophole, you know, and it's the law that stop them from having to obviously be the devil. That's their main weapon. You know?
Yeah, the law, this current law that we under is the devil.
Exactly.
It's 100% the devil. Because guess what? Under this law, 2 men can get married.
Right.
What the hell is this?
Mischief.
Straight mischief.
Give me Psalm 94 and 20.
Bring it out.
That's perfect, man. Because and the law was on the eugenics tree. Remember?
Yeah,
that?
it was.
It was right there in the middle.
What was that you called?
Psalms 94 and 20.
The book of Psalms, chapter 94 and verse 20. Shall the throne of iniquity have fellowship with thee, which frameth mischief by law?
Right. They frame mischief by a law. So, for instance, they took away slavery, but they reinstituted it if you go to jail, or you know what I'm saying. That's how they do it. So by law, if you've ever become a prisoner or whatever, they can make you work, so on and so forth. I forgot what was that called? Title. I forgot the name of it. It's a good documentary on it on Netflix. What's it called? Slavery by Another Name? The 13th Amendment. That's what it is. And that's a law to where even though slavery is technically abolished, if you go to prison, you right back a slave again. You see what I'm saying? You have reproductive rights unless they see fit. They say, well, your baby's in danger or whatever. It's really for them to make money, you know, and sterilize us.
Yeah. Hey, read that again, verse 20.
Verse 20. Shall the throne of iniquity have fellowship with thee, which framest mischief by a law?
They frameth mischief by law. Now, the next scripture is going to tell you why they do it. Go ahead and read the next one.
Verse 21. They gather themselves together against the soul of the righteous.
They gather themselves together against the souls of God's people.
Exactly.
That's why they do it. That's why they frame that mischief by law. Go ahead.
And condemn the innocent blood.
And condemn anybody that speaks against that. You can't say nothing about the LGBTQ these days. They'll condemn you for it.
Yep.
You can't say nothing about them on social about anything that they do on social media. What they do, they'll so-called cancel you. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah. Play that.
Play.
So after 3 hours of
Take me off the
testimony,
screen.
the judge ruled that Doily could keep trying for vaginal birth unless there was an emergency. But in that moment, her autonomy, her right to decide what happens to her own body, was overridden by the law. Overnight, doctors said that her baby's heart rate dropped for 7 minutes.
Lied.
Doily woke up to her hospital bed being wheeled to surgery. Her baby was delivered via C-section. What's so interesting to me here in this case is the ethics. Because in medicine, one of the most fundamental things we're taught is autonomy. If you're an adult with decision-making capacity, you have the right to refuse treatment, surgery, blood transfusions, CPR, intubation. But pregnancy exists in a different legal and ethical space. But that doesn't happen in a vacuum. Black women in the United States are more likely to have C-sections than white women, more likely to have their pain dismissed, more likely to suffer from pregnancy-related complications,
More likely to have their
to die from
pain
childbirth.
dismissed.
And up until 20...
Right.
That's the same thing that was just in the book.
That's right.
The book said that they couldn't do it on white women because it was too excruciating for them.
Right. And for the babies as well. Remember, they said the infants, they treated them the same way as well.
Yeah.
Right. They wanted to use the black babies because the white babies couldn't take the pain. So you imagine from 1830 or whenever that was.
1830.
This is 2026. And it's the same thing.
Same thing.
That's why I'm telling you, the people who not in the truth, y'all need to believe this Bible. We don't have to keep going. Well, we got to keep going through it, but y'all have to come around and start. Look at this. You think this is going to change? You still got some brothers out there talking about, oh, now we're making a change in this world. Skip the bubbly. Come on. It's just, it's slave, man. It's a slave mentality. Y'all got to stop. Y'all got to stop dancing. They got to stop dancing, man. Go ahead, hit play, man.
21, medicine reinforced many of these biases through tools like the VBAC calculator, which used race in order to predict someone's likelihood of having a successful vaginal birth after previously having a C-section. If you were Black or Latina, the calculator gave you a lower chance of success and pushed providers towards offering you surgery. So that meant Black women were more likely to be told that they weren't good candidates for vaginal birth and more likely to be told to have a C-section. I look at a case like this, I have to ask, is this about safety or is this about control? Because when a court can enter a delivery room or an algorithm can decide who gets the chance at a vaginal birth, that's no longer medicine, that's institutional power. If your autonomy can be taken away at one of the most vulnerable moments of your life, then the question that I have to ask is whose body is it really?
See?
Imagine you're in labor.
Right.
We have no dominions over our bodies.
Period.
That's just what it is.
Yeah.
So how you don't believe the Bible when it's telling you all this stuff?
Right.
Thousands of years before it happened, and we still live in it, you know?
Right.
Come on around, man.
Say, come on around. Yeah.
For real.
hold on. I thought I wanted to bring out one more thing. I think that's it. Yeah. Nah. Thought I had one more. But yeah.
So
family.
while you looking for that, let me see.
Yeah.
Booster Club.
Bing.
Oh yeah. Hit that up.
Booster Club. Make sure y'all scan the QR code. Give to the Booster Club because they treating us bad all over the world.
Yeah.
And we trying to heal our people all over the world to wake up to this truth.
Mm-hmm.
Send it on over there.
Send it on over there. Yo.
Hey, and remember, the sisters, y'all got to come back to the laws of God. One of the laws is marriage is honorable.
Yeah.
A husband in those rooms is very powerful. I've been in that nursing room, and they will pressure them. Those women get pressured.
Yes.
Hey, can I tell y'all something?
Yeah.
Can I tell you? And I forgot to ask Brianna, but the other sister, what's her name? Sharice.
Yeah.
Did you see her husband in the room?
No.
He was there. With all that pressure. Yeah. Sometimes the men is there. They don't care. They come in roughshod. They just putting
wow.
They pushing the fake. Get up out of here.
And that's why you men need to wake up into this truth, man, because we make men out of you weak brothers, man.
Yeah.
You can't come into the room and talk and talk nothing about me while I'm sitting right there. Right.
Yeah, it's crazy.
This is all me right here.
Yep. Yeah. Right. All this, everything inside up in here, everything up and through here.
Yeah.
Right? Because she said her mom was there. She said the kids was there. Maybe Pops was on his way. You know, sometimes you be at work. That happened. You got to hurry up, get over there. Anything is possible. But the other sister, it just looked like she was by herself.
It did.
No, she wasn't by herself. Her husband was there. You know what I mean? And they still did whatever the hell they wanted to.
Yeah.
You know? So imagine in a situation like that, they not even going to the husband saying, all right, so what you want to do? You know, at least some respect. Like, hey, so what you want to do for your family? I know your wife's saying that, but what you want to do? You know, none of that. Yeah. No, sir. You. Not only do you have not autonomy over your own body, but that's what the Lord said, right? That a husband and wife is one flesh.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So they disrespecting both of y'all. It's one time. Yeah. One flesh. Hey, y'all. All praise to the Lord. We it's good that we see these things, right? Hosea 5:15.
Hey, Cap, you know what's crazy about that? What you just said? Because they oppress your body, your choice,
right?
Only when it benefit them.
Exactly. Abortion.
For the abortion. Yep.
That's
Right.
it.
Right.
Your body, your choice, only when it benefits you. But when it benefit me and you want to take money out of my pocket, you get in the C-section.
Right.
Your body, my choice.
I choose your body.
Yeah.
Right. Go ahead. What we said we was doing?
Hosea 5:15.
Hosea.
Yes, sir. Yeah, read that.
The book of Hosea, chapter 5 and verse 15. I will go and return to my place.
Right. The Lord said, I'm going to go return to my place. Go ahead.
Till they acknowledge their offense.
We have to acknowledge our offense that we have not been keeping the laws of God. We have not been worshiping the Lord the right way. Right? So the Lord said, acknowledge your offense. Right? Go ahead.
And seek my face.
Right. Seek my face in the scriptures. That's what it's talking about. Go ahead.
In their affliction.
In their affliction, in our affliction.
They
things
will
like, hold on, things like this, 4 C-section and all that. Go ahead.
They will seek me early.
We're going to go looking for the Lord.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to say, oh, something ain't, like this is absolutely insane. No one has ever heard of nothing like this. I'm telling you. This alone, and yes, it has happened to, like she said, it has happened to a couple of white women. But if we start to really get them numbers together, is it really happening to white women as much?
Right.
They got to throw a couple of them in there.
You know what the crazy thing about it? Them white women probably had black baby daddies.
Damn.
Ain't no telling.
Yo,
they
real talk.
They was probably getting done like that because they were so-called nigger lovers.
Right. You know what happened when they did the ultrasound? They said, look at the skull. That's a black baby in there. Look at that hook. Yeah, that's a black baby in there. I can tell by the circumference of that skull.
It's a numbskull in there.
Dang.
There ain't no fitted for that big head of his. Woman, did you have sex with a black man? This is what's going on, y'all. You probably right. You probably right. If we go check them numbers out, maybe 40 to 50% of the white women had a black baby daddy.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Damn.
Or the white woman was really in danger, you know?
Right.
In that kind of case, you know?
Right. Maybe they was really in danger.
Yeah.
I don't. I don't think it was really. They didn't go through what the sisters is going through. It's no way.
No,
there's no way.
Nothing wrong with our sisters that we just watched. It was
Yeah,
nothing wrong with
And I bet you it wasn't like really forced on them. They just putting it in there as it was.
Exactly.
They probably
Right.
consented to what they was talking about,
Right.
and just see, we do it to white people too.
Yeah, no.
It's like
Yeah,
that one white person that got one black friend.
Right.
Get the hell out
and
of
probably that's with the hospital with just all white people. So they got to get some C-sections up out of there.
Yeah.
They said, listen, our numbers are low. Come on, where's the C-sections? Come on, guys, give me a couple of C-sections.
Get one this quarter.
Yeah, you can't find one problem there. Come on, you're not looking hard enough. Give me about 5 C-sections this week. and they did it. But other than that, our people is getting destroyed through this. Y'all seen it, close to 50% in L.A., in the L.A. hood.
Right.
And then a couple of miles away where Esau is at, 15% and lower.
15 and lower.
As of last year, 2025, in Puerto Rico, the tribe of Ephraim, with a small birth rate, 50% C-sections, man. Yo, listen, y'all.
And that's just the number that they counting, bro.
Right. Look at this. Unnecessary C-sections. Read that quick, officer.
Unnecessary C-sections. A study found that roughly 10% of all women feel pressured by doctors to undergo C-sections. Research on unnecessary procedures, those that medically justified,
those not medically
justified, indicates that black women are approximately 25% more likely than white women to receive one.
Right. And I'm going to tell you something. A lot of them white women, they probably want it. You know what I mean? They're probably like, oh, yeah, just take it out. Because scientifically, it's like, all right, if you're just going to take it out, I'm good. I don't really feel like going through the pain. I heard some people say that. I don't want to go through the pain. You know what I mean? But you're going to have some kind of pain. You ain't going to just have a baby with no pain. Come on now. Not yet. Go ahead.
General C-section rates, 2022 through 2024. In the U.S., the average C-section C-section rate for white women is 31.1%. For comparison, the rates for other groups are black women, 37.1%.
Right.
Asian Pacific Islanders, 34%. Hispanic women, 31.9%. American Indian / Alaskan Natives, 29.9%.
Right. But if you really look at the percentages,
Yes, I was just about to say that.
It's still skewed because these are the minority groups. Right. So 30-something% of that is higher, way higher than their number at 30-something. You know what I mean? We had to really check them numbers, man.
That 30-something for real, that's that 30, 60, 68.
Hey, look at this.
80.
Check this
That's
out.
like 80-something%.
Look at
It said right there.
Look. Check that out. Go ahead.
Court-ordered procedures. Historically, court-ordered C-sections have disproportionately affected minority women.
You see that? They have affected the mind disproportionately, letting you know that a lot of these C-sections, we wanted nothing to do with it. It's what they call the low risk. There was no need for it, but they forced it. That's what they're saying. Go ahead.
A foundational 1987 report in the New England Journal of Medicine found that 81% of women subjected to such orders were from minority groups, suggesting only 19% were white at that time.
You see that? So that's 80% of the women. Bro, this is crazy. Letting you know that the Edomite women, they were probably asking for it, right? And at 19%, they said, oh, the court got involved. Listen, bro, we don't believe nothing Esau talking about.
Nah, we don't trust
lying
our
like
enemies.
hell, bro. Lying like hell. The Lion Kings, right? The new version, AI version. All right. So yeah, y'all. We gonna shut it down there. All praises to the Lord. It was a great show tonight. You know, all praises. You know, a lot of times when you see these kind of things, you know, we've been blessed to have these kind of guests come on the show. You know what I'm saying, and share what they got going on, because it's not really. It seems in these days and times, everybody jumping on a podcast, everybody's talking and whatever. So it might seem like it's just easy to talk about, but it's not really easy to talk about, because this is her real life. She got to go into a real courtroom. She got to deal with real opposition, right? And yo, they need to throw her some bread, man. Real talk. They need to throw some bread.
Yeah, open up the safe, man.
Yeah.
Open up the safe.
Yeah, they better settle out. They better do something. Talking about, oh yeah, y'all don't have much time. You know, we checking the what they call it again? When it got the time span on your statute of limitations.
Yeah.
They got the nerve to have a statute of limitations with this. We didn't even know this was the law.
Right.
So we didn't know the law. We don't know the statutes. Right. Like some of y'all don't know the laws and statutes of the Lord. Right. But y'all got to learn them things. All right. So yeah. So again, y'all, Booster Club. Right, we just hit it a couple of minutes ago, but hit that. You know what I'm saying? We got the brothers all over the earth right now as we speak. All right, and all over the four corners of the earth, and they pushing this truth crazy. All right, the Isaiah 11:11 project. We need to do this. All right, we need to activate the angels. All right, that coupled with the war and everything else, we trying to get up out of here, y'all. You know what I'm saying? We ain't saying don't live all right while you here. Yeah, go to work, do what you got to do, but keep in mind that we are trying to get to the kingdom. All right, and start a new adventure.
Go and send that.
For real. All right. All right, save a couple dollars for us. If you couldn't hit us up on the super chat, then hit us up on the PayPal. All right. IUIC.norcal@israelunite.org.
Right. Y'all see how painful it was today?
Right. Hey, so the next show we're gonna have for you a pastor, right? Pastor Vincent and Lady Artis Leslie. All right. This is a couple. We're talking about steps to building a godly marriage, right? So now they coming from the Christian church, but it's gonna be an excellent show. We're gonna discuss. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna touch this Bible up very nicely. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna talk about a man and woman becoming one flesh, honorable marriage, so on and so forth. You know what I'm saying? To let them know, you know, they're gonna tell us what they doing, and we're gonna speak on what we doing, right? And Lord's will, the Bible going to be in place, so we should have a excellent show. We can't wait for that.
This is going to be very, very good.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Ladies and gentlemen, come on down.
Yeah, he said, "Come on down." No, those shows usually like great shows for us when we have Christians and come on the show and stuff like that, because we already know there's a difference in doctrine or whatever. But the bottom line is, marriage is honorable and all.
Yeah.
Right. So what we talking about?
And the bottom line is, let God be true and every man a liar.
Right? And we're gonna take marriage a little bit deeper when we having these conversations. You know what I mean? So Lord's will, everybody leaves his friends.
Yeah. So put your seatbelts on, strap down. It's gonna be a hell of a ride.
Yeah. All right. So your Officer Shim, take us out, bro.
Hey, you know what to do, or do you know what to do?
Hey. You don't know what to do, bro.
He know what to do. Nehemiah chapter 13, verse 21. Then I testified against him and said unto them, why lodge ye about the wall? If ye do so again, I will lay hands on you.
If you do this thing again, we gotta lay hands on you. If you don't donate to the Booster Club, we gotta lay hands on you. And guess what? Supporting Taz. If y'all ever do us like this again, we gotta lay hands on you.
Let's go.
Hey, y'all tuned into the show. This is the Nehemiah Squad.
Yeah.
We got the mighty Captain Zaccai.
Yeah.
I'm Officer Shim.
Yeah.
That's Officer Judah.
Yeah.
We out.
Yes, sir. Most High Christ bless y'all.
Let's go.
Hey, I'm even the even. Spend holy days away from the heathen. I need a break. I don't need a reason. I need a script. I don't need your grievance. Keep it to yourself. It's better for my health. Leave it on the shelf. Ain't hearing nothing else. Tonight ain't the night. Knowing the price. Pay it off with my life. Till it's out with your lights. Do it all for the Christ. And he ain't playing nice. Knew the end from the start. Fix your face like it's art. The sons of a simp, call him Bart. Yeah, you did your best, played your part. But now it's time to cut you to the heart.